they think any.
Look at you on Twitter.
If you want to win some free...
So we came to Target.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Karen or Sovereign Citizen. I hope you're doing well today on this Wednesday evening, afternoon, wherever you happen to be. I have some stuff to catch up on, so let's see. Bardlock Moses, thank you for subscribing with a 3-month streak. Thank you, Daddy Sume, for subscribing with a 6-month streak. Daddy Sume says, my 2 favorite things, Hannah. I needed this. I love you. Sim for you. Thank you. The Boy with the Fairy with bits. Your streams always make my day, Hannah. Daddy Sume, just with a big ol' ooh-woo and 20 bits. Obowan, subscribing with a 7-month streak. Obowan says, another month in the books. Happy Thanksgiving, Hannah Baha, and also chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys too. I hope your Thanksgiving goes well tomorrow. I hope you're having, you know, small get-togethers if you're having them at all. Be safe. Oogle74, thank you for subscribing with a 2-month streak. Chessabelle with 100 bits. Train! Maya is bored with 20 bits. Got money today, so why not give you some of them? Thank you. AW Ghost 82 with 100 bits. And is that caught up? Wagroads 13 with 20 bits, thank you, and then Maya is bored with 20 bits. I love your lipstick, thank you. I actually bought this, this just came in the mail. Someone got me a, gift card to, oh god, which one was it? Was it Sephora or was it the other one? I don't remember. Either way, ordered it online. So thank you to whoever got me that gift card. I forgot.
There's nothing funny about
Cruzy35, thank you for resubscribing with Prime 3-month streak. Alta. It was Alta. It was Alta. 39 seconds left in the hype train. So, for those who haven't been here for the Karen or Sovereign Citizen streams before, what we do is we have this wheel, and on the wheel are Karens and Sovereign Citizens, and then, depending on which is chosen, we watch some compilations or videos of Karens or Sovereign Citizens. Pretty simple, it's fun, we hang out for some hours and make fun of some entitled people, so we have a good time. Look at this dog and cat, thank you for the 100 bits, Daddy Sume with 20 bits, witness me, 10 seconds left at 80%. Wagroads 13 with 100 bits, Phosphophyllite with 69 bits, feeling a bit under the weather today. Not likely COVID, but I have GI discomfort. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you start feeling better. Alright, well, it's level 1. But I haven't worn this hat in a while. Ooh, I gotta, like, get a lint roller. I'll wear my D&D character hat. How about that? Yes, this lipstick and this hat. I feel powerful.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Anyway, Tucker White 94 says, someone tell Hannah that her goth clone broke loose and is running the stream. Hannah will never escape. Space Kate 94 with 20 bits. That lip color looks so good, especially with the hat. Can't wait for Karen's. Yeah, it'll be a good time. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm meeting Baja Blast's parents for the first time tomorrow, and I'm very, very, very nervous. So wish me luck on that one. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a lot of. There's not a lot of housekeeping today, so we can probably just get to the wheel. Meaty 52 with 70 bits. Did you watch the Pennsylvania election hearing? I'm starting to worry about Giuliani. No, I didn't. I did not hear that. Let's pause this video, or this music rather.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
Chessabelle with 20 bits. Good luck, Hannah. Thank you. I need it. Her dad seems nice. I'm kind of worried her mom is gonna not be cool with me, but you know, whatever. We'll we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. Anyway, here's the wheel. Let's see what we have to watch. Towing 24, lol at Sovereign Citizens with Goth Mommy, Uwu, also good luck, thank you. Wagroads 13 with bits, hey, if they don't like you, fuck it, I guess so.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I did tell chat that. Karen! It's time for a Karen compilation. This is a public freakout compilation, which I'm pretty sure will involve some Karens. If it doesn't, we'll find something else, but I think this will be mostly Karens. Who knows, though? It came up when I searched Karen compilations. These playlists were pretty near the top, so.
And this car was leaving right in the front, as you can see. And I took the parking, and I guess this old ass lady was like already waiting for the parking. And she got mad and told me that I needed to move because she was waiting for this parking spot. And then she left and like parked somewhere else, and then she came to my car and took a photo of my...
I would like to see an actual Karen freakout, not someone describe a Karen freakout after the fact, so I'm gonna skip that one.
Stupid.
Nice. I'll just post this one too then.
Yeah, good. Good for you.
She's mad because I took a parking spot she so-called was waiting for.
Imagine that you're teaching that to your daughter. It's okay.
Check the, oh, that's not my daughter actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for taking a picture of my plate to put
I'll
on
be
Facebook.
happy to do that. I'll put that on
Yeah.
Facebook when I get
Okay.
home.
What was your name again?
None of your business.
Oh, okay. See, it's crazy, right? Look
No, I'm not gonna make fun of someone's outfit. Never mind.
at this crazy lazy. This lady. Crazy.
Stole my parking spot.
A favor and call 911 so I can tell them how ridiculous you are. So they can see how ridiculous you
I'm
are.
calling
You're
911.
ridiculous. Oh,
Wait.
let's call your mommy to come get you.
Wait, tell me again how it's demon possessed? I didn't catch that part.
Your brain.
What?
My brain?
Yeah, control
She
your
thinks he's
eyes.
possessed with demons?
That's right, Captain.
My what?
Brain controls this.
My brain controls my eyes.
Chef F3, thanks for
Crooked.
following.
Oh.
But you want them straight. In the name of Jesus, you're healed.
Oh god.
Okay, next time you look in the mirror, you're going straight.
You just prayed for
Oh god! Next time you look in the mirror, you're gonna be straight. No, that's not how it works. Does she think she's praying his gay away?
me like 5 times.
No, twice. I cast the devil out of you. That's not prayer.
So you weren't relying on God to cast the devil out of me.
What?
You weren't relying on God's power to cast the devil
I
out
have
of
the
me?
Holy Spirit. He's in heaven and he's all around, but he gives us his spirit.
I am.
I've never had and I used to be a Christian, for the record. Like I went to a Christian elementary school where like girls weren't allowed to wear pants because that's for men. Women wear skirts. Anyway, so I've been around, Christians. My parents are religious. My grandparents are religious. I've never had, and I went to church when I was young. The school had like religious education because it was like a Baptist school. I've never had the Holy Spirit explained to me very well. It's just like the feeling you get when you have like are religious. I guess I don't get it. I understand that there's like a Trinity and it's supposed to be like Jesus and like the Father and the Holy Spirit, and they're all the same being even though they're not, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I'll let that be. That's fine. That's just woo-woo. But like, I don't even understand what the Holy Spirit is. It's often depicted as like a dove, but it's supposed to be like, is it just like anthropomorphizing the feelings you get around the religion that you believe in? I don't know. I don't get it.
He gives us a Holy Spirit. It's power. You don't know that? That's ABC. You do not know. You don't believe in the Trinity? Father, Son, Holy Spirit? You don't?
I do.
You don't know nothing. I'm teaching you everything.
I do believe in God. She said I'm a demon, man.
He is. He's showing me his body.
No,
Instead
she's
of
like...
showing me his heart for Christ.
There's nothing
Jesus
funny about
Christ.
I don't want to see a man's body.
She didn't show church and you looked at it.
He went like this.
I said please go like 10 times.
AW Ghost 82 with 100 bits. I'm Jewish, and when I was 4, an Irish Catholic babysitter tried to explain the Trinity to me. Did not go well. That's so weird too. I don't. And again, if you're religious, that's fine. Anyone in chat. I'm not trying to denigrate you. I don't care. I just don't believe it. Like, okay, so God, the Christian God we're talking about, is all-powerful and is a single being. However, this single being is 3 separate things. God, like Yahweh, God with a capital G, and then Jesus, which is like supposed to be like God, but also God's son, and it's like an aspect of him or something. And then the Holy Spirit, which again, I've never had fully explained to me. I've never had it, I shouldn't say I've never had it fully explained to me. The way I've had it explained to me makes it seem very vague, and it seems like every individual person has a slightly different understanding of what it is. But they're all the same person, but they're not. Just seems weird. Twisted Yuppie says the Holy Spirit is bourbon, and then Meaty52 says Catholic theology explained. God and the Holy Spirit are the ones you can't eat. Sure, that makes sense.
Nothing funny
Daddy
about the
Sume with
tools
20
of
bits. Hannah,
capitalism.
shut up. It's magic. You don't need to explain it. Okay, whatever. I just, like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
10 times, maybe 3.
There's only one real Trinity, and it's the Quinity.
You're trying to force me.
Wait, you know what? You're
This is the first time I've worn this lipstick, so let's see how it holds up to me like having a beverage. Let's see if it all comes off immediately.
arguing with a woman. Go argue
I
with a
believe
man.
in God more
Go.
than anything.
I'm a
Oh no,
minister.
that's nice. It didn't come off at all. Beautiful.
Missionary.
That's fine, but you can't-
He saw my credentials.
The Marusamo, 20 bits. I missed the notification while setting up my
There's
new
nothing
phone. What
funny
I
about
missed.
the
Also,
tools
Hannah, your
of
lipstick is
capitalism.
awesome. Thank you. You didn't miss much. You missed 3 minutes, basically, of this video. We just started.
I can do anything to a demon, okay?
Yeah, but
I can do anything to a devil. There's
you
devils.
to you. You can do
I have the power through the Holy Spirit.
I was pretty gentle with that sip. Let me try another one and see. I'll go a little more on it and see if any comes off. No, that's like really good. Okay. There we go. I can now advocate for this NYX brand lipstick. Didn't come off at all. Nice.
Get away, Satan. Be on your way. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. When you confess
Not a sponsor,
There's
although if
nothing funny
NYX
about
would
the
like to
tools of
sponsor me,
capitalism.
I would ask that they reconsider because there are better investment opportunities than myself in terms of streamers. However, it's pretty good. Didn't come off, so you have to tell us what the
nothing
lipstick
funny
is
about
now.
the tools of
Baja, when you get a chance, could you actually bring me the lipstick tube? I set it in the bathroom. It's just on the counter. It's the one with the purple heart on it. Towing24 20 bits. The Holy Spirit is literally just there as an
There's nothing
as
funny
an
about the
ass
tools
pull
of
for whatever the
capitalism.
Bible narrative needs. Fickett Izzy with 100 bits says, off topic, but I've been reading The Last Girl Scout by Natalie Ironside. It's amazing post-apocalypse fan fiction. Or sorry, fiction, not fan fiction. With incredible queer rep, and the main couple is 2 trans femme lesbians. That's interesting. Cool. She's bringing me the lipstick, I think. Let me see. This is, NYX Professional Makeup Suede. NYX Suede. It looks like this.
Tell them what the color is. It's on the bottom.
It is, Subversive Socialite. But yeah, that's good. It didn't come off like at all.
They're
There's
requesting
nothing
a
funny
kiss
about
test.
the tools of capitalism.
No, good.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And it feels nice.
Maya is bored with 20 bits. A trick I use for lipstick is that after I put it on, I use an eyeshadow of similar color over it, and then another layer of lipstick. Works quite well. Oh, good. It's a good idea.
child of God you are. You're the foe. You're the enemy.
Come to
You
your house.
think you
If the
are.
peace leaves you, then leave that house.
No, because I can change things
You
through
can't get
force
peace.
and violence if you're the
Peace.
devil. Get behind me,
Get your
Satan.
peace somewhere.
You're not listening either. Some things have to come
Hopefully
through
she
force
follows
and
them and
violence. Some things have to come through force and
Definitely
violence. Some
Isn't the
things have to
Trinity
come
like
through
a
force and
Christian
violence.
megazord?
Oh, yeah, then what are
Oops.
you gonna do to me?
What do you have
Hit
to
that
say,
button.
bro?
You have to bow down to Christ.
Honestly, you know what? I'm surprised they never tried to do like a Christian ripoff of Power Rangers, because Power Rangers was real big in like the 90s. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm surprised they never tried to do like, you know how Bible Man's supposed to be like, you know, Christian superhero. I'm surprised they didn't try and do that with Power Rangers.
No, I'm not gonna do what you say. You're not.
The Zordon could have been God or something. That's maybe a little sacrilegious. It could have been a saint or some bullshit. I don't know.
My husband. You're not my husband. Satan, no. No. You are the Lord. You are not. You are not.
What'd you
No.
say?
See, I can
Zordon is God. Zordon's a wizard, okay? He's not God.
take violence and force. Violence and force. Get out of here.
Daddy Sumo with 20 bits, that would require magic or science, 2 things they refuse to countenance.
You're worse than him. You think you know the word, you don't. Get out. Get out. See on your way, see that? See? Someone
Each ranger draws their powers from a biblical hero. Sure, they could do that. Like, one could be super strong and then be like, I have the strength of Samson, and the other could be, I don't know, let's say Esther, because the girl ranger, they'll do one girl ranger because they got to do a girl ranger, even though they probably wouldn't want to because it would probably be made by old white dudes. Anyway, the girl ranger will be like, oh, with the cleverness of Esther, because Christians will pretend that Esther did something clever instead of just, you know, banging the king into not genociding her people. So they'll be like, oh, the cleverness of Esther. Oh, the one of them will be like, I don't know, maybe really fast, and they'll be like, the deafness of David or some bullshit. I don't know. I'd watch that. It'd be shit, but it would be probably entertaining.
It interrupts our conversation like him.
Isn't it just Kazam? Do you mean Shazam? Shazam does that, but with Greek gods, I think.
That's a demon.
So I'm not a demon anymore?
You're one too, but in a different way. You want to show your beauty. I'm not interested in beauty. He's more handsome than you.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm not trying to convert him to the real doctrine.
One of them is the power to summon bears.
Yeah,
the
Jesus
bear
has-
summoning abilities of Elisha.
Ah, you know who you look like? You want to know the truth.
Lucifer?
No. You look like a grown-up baby. With
Got
your
him.
colors.
Is that a compliment?
Take it as you want.
There's
I'm just
nothing
telling
funny
you.
about
You
the
look like a
tools of
grown-up baby
capitalism.
with white shoes, white socks, white.
They could do jail. She drove a spike into a dude's skull. What story is this from? Book of Judges. I don't remember that.
Why?
Yikes.
You take a picture, but I don't like that. Doesn't matter, mate. Public space. Can't do anything about it. I'm actually working on a big bit about this whole thing. Public space. You can't ask people not to take photos. You literally can't. Okay, yeah, stop to work.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. It's my privacy.
No, it's not.
You have to ask me, please.
No. You're in a public place.
You have to ask me.
Okay, like, they're right in the sense that this does look like it's probably a public place. They probably do have, maybe, I guess it sounds like maybe Australia or something. So I don't know the laws about, you know, filming in public in Australia or whatever this happens to be. But let's assume, for the purposes of this video, they do have the right to film him. That's fine. But if someone politely asks you, and let's assume you're not in a situation like with a cop or something where you want a record for obvious reasons. Like if someone's just minding their own business and doing something, this guy looks like he's doing his job, painting some lines for something, I don't know what, and they're filming him, and he's like, hey, could you please not film me? I'm not comfortable with that. The human response to that is not, well, I'm allowed to do it. It should be, oh, okay, sorry. Or even if you really want to paint or film the painting for some reason, you'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, is it okay if I still paint, like, I still film, like, the painting or whatever, I won't put you in the shot, you know? Like, why are you adamant about being an asshole and filming someone who's just doing their job? It's weird. Twisted Yuppie with 20 bits, so pleased I live in a country where 48% of the population doesn't believe in the great dictator in the sky. That must be nice.
Okay.
No, you don't obviously know the law. That's the problem.
Okay. What are you?
Oh yeah, someone could get Moses powers and they'll be like, I can move water, like a parting the Red Sea thing, even though that's a thing Moses did exactly once. Sure, that's fine.
See, this photo's going to make you look good, but
Okay,
you're so
take a
busy
picture.
arguing.
Take a picture. Okay.
No, it's video. It's video.
I don't like.
Doesn't
Don't you
matter.
understand me?
Doesn't matter.
I don't want that. Okay.
Doesn't matter, mate. Doesn't matter. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Close your picture, your machine.
Don't do that, mate.
Il me fait chier. Dis-lui de se casser. Il me fait chier. Je lui casse la gueule. Okay. You leave from here.
I get your point. I'm not. I'm not.
You're taking this much better, yeah?
I'm not saying.
You understand?
Chainsis, thank you for following. Meaty52 with 30 bits. Does Moses get his water powers by murdering children? No. No, he doesn't. The Moses story. Moses. Oh, boy. Okay, so Moses was like a... Moses was like a Hebrew baby. and the Hebrew firstborns were being, like, slaughtered, or the Hebrew babies were being slaughtered by the Pharaoh of Egypt at the time. This isn't historical, by the way. This is biblical. There's no record of this happening in the real world, but it's, you know, biblical mythology. So Moses' mother is like, oh, okay, I gotta protect my baby. So she puts him in a basket and puts the basket in the river, which honestly, it seems like a bad idea. It's probably worse to have your baby drown than it is to have Egyptian soldiers cut its head off or whatever. I don't know. I'm not, you know, an expert on baby death. Anyway, so the basket goes down the Nile or whatever and ends up getting picked up by, I think, the Pharaoh. Like, the Pharaoh's wife or daughter or something, I don't remember. Anyway, becomes part of the royal family. At some point, I think accidentally kills a worker or something who's working on some sort of architectural project. Kills a worker or a slave or something. 74 Quinn 74 with 20 bits. Faith and well, it's legal are both the same thing in that neither case you have an actual good reason for whatever it is, and Daddy Sumo with 20 bits are eaten by an effing crocodile or alligator. They have those by the dozen in the Nile. And then 12 a.m. coffee with 40 bits. The story of Moses is basically a dude using God like a bitch to be a G over his pussy-ass step-bro. Tate, maybe. I could see Tate saying that. That's a good impression. So Moses runs out into the wilderness and he becomes a shepherd with a group of people. At a certain point, he's out and he's hanging out. And he's like, oh, look at me, I'm Moses, just being a sheep herder. Not part of the royal family anymore. Glad I don't have to worry about all the Hebrews back in Egypt. All of a sudden, there's burning bush and it's God. And God's like, hey, Moses, here's the thing. First of all, take your shoes off. This is holy ground. Second of all, you gotta go back to Egypt and free all the slaves. And Moses is like, oh God, that's a big ask. Could we maybe not? And God's like, no, you need to go do that, okay? You need to go take Aaron, your brother, your real brother, I think. And go and talk to the Pharaoh. So Moses goes back to Egypt, gets a meeting with Pharaoh, and at first Moses is like, he can't talk. He's got like a stutter or something because he's nervous. Wagrode 13 with 20 bits. Peter gets aqua powers because of walking on water. Moses gets fire tornado. Yes. Anyway, they have this staff that can do magic. God basically grants them slight magic powers, right? He gives them magic so that they can, like, impress the Pharaoh and do stuff. So they turn the staff into a snake, and then Pharaoh's like, fuck, that's not impressive. He brings some of his, like, court magicians, and they do the same trick. And which is interesting that that's in the Bible, that they literally have, like, non-Christians literally do the same exact miracle right after. Seems to me that kind of proves that the first one wasn't a miracle, but whatever. The Pharaoh's like, fuck this shit, go away. And God specifically hardens Pharaoh's heart. It's mentioned this in the Bible, so Pharaoh doesn't want to free the slaves. This then gives God and Moses the leeway to go scorched earth on Egypt and do the 10 plagues of Egypt. Anyway, after the 10 plagues and some other stuff happens and God kills all the Egyptians' firstborns who don't have blood smeared over their, you know, houses, doors. This is Passover. This is where Passover comes from. Because you are passing over that house that has signaled itself as being, you know, having people who are Hebrew in it. Anyway, God kills a bunch of firstborn Egyptian kids. The Pharaoh's finally like, okay, I guess the slaves can go. And they start to leave, and then at some point, I guess Pharaoh realized, oh shit, that was like our entire labor force. Who's gonna build our pyramids or whatever? Pyramids weren't built by slaves. Talking mythology, not history. And then they chase them at the Red Sea. At that point, Moses uses the staff, parts the Red Sea so they can escape through the sea. They get to the other side. Pharaoh and the chariots follow, but they're only halfway through. Once, you know, all the Hebrews get on the other side, the sea collapses back in on itself, and they get away. Then some other stuff happens and they wander in the desert for 40 years, but that's another story. The Moses story is interesting, but, you know, I don't know. I have a different perspective on it because I'm not religious. Wagroads with 20 bits. Mary and Martha get to summon Lazarus as some kind of power-up. Daddy Sumo with 20 bits. You forgot to include that God hardened Pharaoh's heart on purpose, making the entirety of the struggle his fault. I literally mentioned that. 2man642 with 20 bits. Can Lilith be Rita Repulsa? That would be funny. That would be funny. Fun fact, Lilith, who was, according to apocryphal stories, the first companion created for Adam. Before Eve, there was Lilith. And she was, like, turned into a demon because she wanted to be on top during sex. And God's like, no, 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 ladies gotta be on the bottom. And after that, it was part of certain folklores that Lilith is what causes young men to have nocturnal emissions during puberty. So there you go. Wake up with a sticky tummy. That's a demon. Demon jerked you off. Learn something new every day.
Me? Don't speak like this to people, mate. You're breaking the law right now. You're breaking the law right now. Just be careful.
Be careful for what?
Because you're breaking the law. You nearly got yourself in court.
Go ahead.
Just be careful, mate.
Okay.
Your young friend here, he handles things
He
much
work
better.
for me.
You disrespected God. I shouldn't be talking like you. I didn't curse you. I'm talking to you because you disrespected me. Whatever. Who are you to say who I am? I'm disrespecting. I don't care. Stop it.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I can pay.
Meaty 52 with 30 bits. Demon jerked you off. Is the Bible Ghostbusters? The Bible is kind of Ghostbusters. Here's another, like, religious lady doing stuff. She's carrying a Bible around with her.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I gotta find different Karen compilation playlists. This one isn't that great. Karen meltdown compilations. Maybe these ones. Those are probably fine. Towing 24 20 bits. The entirety of Satan being the bad guy is entirely apocryphal in the actual Bible. He's just a vice cop. Granted, a cab. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Sovereign citizen. Okay.
Yeah, welcome to another video.
I'm gonna black something here and listen.
Then you may.
I hate all black people the same.
Wow. Okay. This started off, I think Jeremy would call it spicy.
Okay?
We've heard this before, actually, though. He goes on to say, like, I don't hate them at all. That's why he's trying to be like, ooh, I'm edgy, but also I'm not racist. He's like, you'll see.
There's nothing funny about the tools
I will
of
take extra
capitalism.
precautions with certain races, and I'm not.
Tucker White 94 20 bits. Well, that escalated quickly. Oh, maybe this isn't the one where he takes it back. I don't remember. It's been a while since I saw this guy.
I'm not gonna name any that I've had bad experiences
There's
with.
nothing funny about the tools of
Me
capitalism.
lately, they always want to touch me.
Handsomest
It
Robot,
would
thank you for
appear
subscribing.
That most of the guys in Victoria Police Corporation are gay or something like that, because they always want to touch other guys. And then when you go to their stations or whatever, they always want to look at your dick. And then they want you.
They're checking you for weapons, I'm guessing. They're probably patting you down for weapons.
Bend over to have a look at your asshole.
Apparently they know each other.
If you're going into the jail, if they're checking like, hey, spread your cheeks, it's to check for contraband. I guarantee almost no cop wants to look inside your asshole. Hey, a cab, sure. But I don't even think cops enjoy looking in your asshole, okay? I don't think that's a job most people volunteer for.
Yo. So this morning when I was arrested, right, and the copper in this unrecorded interview, I tried to get him to record it, but for some reason they didn't want to, but I don't know what that's about. So she was saying to me, she goes, you know, you might not like the rules, right, but it's the same, you know, like if I was to have my dick out in public, it's like it'd be an offence. And I go, well, I find that very hard to believe that you'd actually even have a dick.
Daddy's 20 bits ooh woo.
Oh, dab on them.
Making that I had to be wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you end up getting?
So these are some Australian freemen of the land. I assume everyone here has seen enough of my sovereign citizen stuff that you know what sovereign citizens are. If not, I guess let me know and I'll explain it again. But I've explained it many times, so I don't know.
Getting a charge or?
No, I got a commercial offer of a...
They're mad about being told to wear masks. This lady's has a mask but on her chin. Guys, do we need to start shaming people in public for this? Do we need to start being like, hey, that's not where your mask goes? It'd be like, putting a mask on your chin would be like putting a condom just on your balls. Like, no dick. You just say, I'm going to open a condom, but I'm going to put it on my balls for some reason. It makes no sense. Don't do that.
Fine of $600.
He thinks it's an offer. It's not an offer.
Well, thank you very much, but I'm going to have to refuse your commercial offer. And I wrote on it, refused and dismissed due to a lack of evidence, and then I returned that to the main desk. But they didn't really want to serve that, so I've just left that there with them.
So all fun.
Yeah. So they twisted my thumb back in the process, and they basically told, like, made threats to me that I was in their property, and I had to play by their rules, and you know, and I don't believe anything they've got to say because they're actually all liars.
Yeah.
And we all know.
Do you have evidence to back up that claim?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And then
the Rudy Giuliani defense. Do you have evidence? Yes. Oh, good. They didn't ask me any further questions. Stromboli for Wi-Fi. Thank you for subscribing. And Canis Stultus with 20 bits says, Hannah, were you aware that Jared Fogle tried to use the sovereign citizen defense in court? I heard about that. Well, yeah, let me see if I can find something on it. Jared Fogle, sovereign citizen. Let's see if we can find anything on it. Jared Fogle just tried to get out of his sex crime sentence with a legal Hail Mary. Hold on, let me sign in for my fucking Washington Post account. Just keep me signed in so I don't have to keep doing this. God, I hate it. Give me a sec. Come on, go back. Go back. It's not even letting me go back. Yes. Sorry. I'm working on it, guys. Is it gonna work? It's not even working. Great, thanks. Guess I'll use something other than the Washington Post. You heard today from Lucid Fox that Jeremy wrote an article for Stormfront? I heard about it, yeah. I'm not familiar with it, but I have heard that that was a thing. Convicted former subway pitchman has sovereign citizen approach rejected. A federal judge in Indianapolis has rejected a sovereign citizen argument made by convicted former subway pitchman Jared Fogle. U.S. District Judge Tanya Walton Pratt said Fogle's pro se filing was frivolous and she was rejected as motion to correct clear error. The Indiana lawyer, the Indianapolis Star, and the Washington Post have stories on Pratt's November 8th order. Fogel was sentenced to 15 years and 8 months in prison in November 2015 after pleading guilty to traveling across state lines to engage in sexual conduct with a minor and distribution and receipt of child pornography. He was represented by lawyers at the time. In his latest filing, Fogel relies on an amicus belief written by a fellow inmate that challenges the court's subject matter jurisdiction. The inmate wrote that the lawfulness of a judicial judgment depends on whether the sovereign has authority to render it. If Fogel is claiming to be sovereign, Pratt wrote, the Chicago-based 7th U.S. District Court of Appeals has rejected the theory. She cited past decisions finding that the sovereign citizen defense is shop-worn and without conceivable validity in American law. I do remember reading about this when it happened at the time. So Jared Fogle basically tried to do what some sovereign citizens will do in court, which is they will try and bring up, oh, why does the court have authority over me? Does the court have jurisdiction to make rulings in this matter? Now, this is something that goes on in all court cases. You want to make sure that the court that you're hearing the whatever case is being tried in, you want to make sure that the court has jurisdiction, has the right to make rulings about this case for these people. So if it's like a family court thing, you want to make sure it's in family court. If it's a criminal thing, it's going to be in criminal court. If it's civil court. You know what I mean? It's got to be in the correct form. It has to go through the correct courts, is what I'm trying to say. Sovereign citizens will take this to an extreme, though, and claim, oh, so jurisdiction, you have to prove that you have jurisdiction in this area. I want you, the judge and the court, to collectively show me that you have jurisdiction over me as an individual citizen. I believe I am sovereign and the laws do not apply to me because I do not consent to them. Therefore, prove to me that you have authority over me, and if you don't do that, then I get to go free. It's ridiculous. It's basically being 6 years old and asking, like, okay, but why do laws apply to me? The answer's not the most pleasant, but I'll explain it. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Did Jared pull the legal equivalent of saying nuh-uh? Basically, yes. So if you don't know, you are not a sovereign citizen, and this is something Jake. I like Jake's streams, and Jake is, my closest friend. However, he uses the term sovereign citizen a lot incorrectly, and when you go over to Jake's stream and he does this, tell him I said no. That's not what that word means. Stop it. Tell him I said stop it. I've said it before, but he doesn't listen, okay? A citizen, by definition, is not sovereign. It is an oxymoron. You cannot be a sovereign citizen. Sovereign means you stand on your own and you are your own authority with absolutely no responsibilities, no rights, nothing. You would basically have to be a nomad, orphaned at sea, and you have no idea where you're from. Like, you would have to be countryless, basically. And even then, you're not really sovereign the second you step foot in a country, because countries are sovereign. Cities can even be sovereign. You as an individual cannot be sovereign. You know who could theoretically be sovereign? Superman. You know why Superman could be sovereign? Or a better example would probably be Homelander from the show The Boys. Because he is a one-man army that can literally not be stopped by anyone. Okay? That's what makes him sovereign. What makes the United States sovereign is the fact that it can defend itself from outside threats and inside threats. The rule of law in America stands up because America can back its laws up with enforcement by the police, by the courts. You are not sovereign as an individual. If you go to a courtroom and you're like, well, why does the court have jurisdiction over me? The Joker once said very wise words, and those words were, we live in a society. The social contract exists. It's not something you have to consent to. It is a de facto state of being when you live in any place with other people and the government has been set up. A government that can back up its wants with force. Okay? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It just is what it is. That's the reality of human society. We have countries and cities and states and everything in between, and they can back up their claims to exist because they have enough people agreeing with them that they aren't being overthrown, and they can back up the laws that are passed with threats of being locked up or fines or whatever the thing happens to be. It doesn't have to be an extreme like Jared Fogle. It could be a parking ticket. Your parking ticket has jurisdiction because the city that made that ticket is the city you live in, and they run the jails, and they are where the cops, we all agree we're participating in society de facto. Asking a judge why they have authority over you as a judge, you might as well go into the courtroom and start cracking eggs over your own face. It would be as good of a legal defense. It just makes you look stupid. It makes you look incredibly stupid to not understand that, okay, well, we have organized our society in such a way as that, we have laws, and you have to follow those laws, and if you don't, you're going to go to jail. It's just weird. Just very, very strange. Rich F with 50 bits, sending my bits because you read my message beforehand of my first stream. Love your work. Cheers from Brazil. Thank you. Appreciate it. Logarth with 50 bits. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Not a ton. We're reading about Jared Fogle trying to do sovereign citizen stuff. Let me see if there's anything from the... We'll do law and crime, okay? Some more about this. Disgraced former Subway spokesman Jared Fogle failed to overturn his conviction last Wednesday, his argument that the government simply did not have jurisdiction over him. Yep, it's the sovereign citizen defense. He pleaded guilty in 2015 to traveling to engage in sexual conduct with a minor and to distribution and receipt of child porn. That didn't stop him from filing in Indiana federal court with the help of a jailhouse lawyer, Frank Edwin Pate, who is an inmate, at Fogle's prison. Here's another tip. Get lawyers if you can afford them. If you can't, get whatever public defender, is afforded to you in the United States. At no point in your legal defense should your cellmate say something like, hey, I got a brilliant new legal strategy for you. At no point should that happen and you go, yeah, I'm going to listen to this guy. You know why you shouldn't listen to that guy? He's in jail with you. If he had brilliant legal strategies that could get you out of jail, why is he in jail? Why is he in jail then? Shouldn't he have done this brilliant legal strategy that no one's ever thought of before? Just a thought, Jared. From Judge Tanya Walton Pratt's ruling, Pate's filing contends the district court lacks subject matter jurisdiction over Fogle's states. Quote, whether a judicial judgment is lawful depends on whether the sovereign has authority to render it, end quote. If Fogle is now claiming to be sovereign, the Seventh Circuit has rejected theories of individual sovereignty, immunity from prosecution, and their ilk. The judge who previously sentenced Fogle to 15.5 years behind bars cites rulings that countered this sort of argument. This includes the 1997 Circuit Court opinion in the United States versus Schneider. Pratt quoted where the court described the sovereign citizen defense as having no conceivable validity in American law. Yeah. This has been tested, guys. Anytime a sovereign citizen wants to go to court over this stuff, they can do it. They have their day in court, provided that, they're being charged with something and whatever. They can do that, but it's going to fall flat. You can say whatever you want in court. Doesn't mean it's going to work. Let me see if I can get the actual paperwork. Jared Fogle, sovereign citizen, court filing. I want to read it if I can find it. Fogle seeks $57 million in damages in DC filing. Is this the same Fogle or is that a different Fogle?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Bro Bible. Courthousenews.com. Maybe this will have a link to the actual filing. Zinaby with 100 bits. It's way too late over here for me to keep watching. F's and bits and good night. Well, thanks for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. That's a ruling. Maybe attach to the ruling? I don't know. Okay. Oh, God. This is such a short ruling. Look at that. It's barely a page with all the, if you took out like the signature stuff and the court case formatting at the top that's like the United States versus Jared Fogle. Wow. Order denying motion to correct clear error. Defendant Jared Fogle's frivolous pro se motion, pro se meaning, of course, to make filings or represent yourself in court without a lawyer, which is always a bad idea, even if you are a lawyer. Defendant Jared Fogle's frivolous pro se motion to correct clear error pursuant to Rule 52B DKT is denied. Ooh, you gotta love that denied in bold. Fogle challenges the court's subject matter jurisdiction over him on November 19th, 2015. Fogle, represented by restrained counsel Andrew Richard DeVoot, not sure, Jeremy Margolis, and Ronald E. Elberger, entered a plea of guilty to and was sentenced on count 1, conspiracy to distribute, receive child pornography, and distribution, receipt of child pornography in violation of 18 U.S.C. 2252A2, and count 2, traveling and attempting to travel in interstate commerce to engage in illicit sexual conduct with a minor in violation of 18 U.S.C. 2423B and E. On July 1st, 2016, Fogle's conviction and a 188-month sentence were affirmed on appeal in United States v. Fogle, 825 F.3D55, 7th Circuit, 2016. Title 18 U.S.C. 3231 provides that the District Court of the Federal United States shall have original jurisdiction, exclusive of the courts of the states, of all offenses against the United States. The District Court clearly had subject matter jurisdiction over Fogle's criminal proceedings. Basically, district courts of the United States shall have original jurisdiction, exclusive courts of all the states. Basically, I think this is just saying, like, hey, we have jurisdiction because you committed federal crimes, and this is a federal district court. So he goes, why do you have jurisdiction over me? Because we're a federal court, dick! Yeah. In challenging the court's jurisdiction, Fogle states that he, quote, relies on document number 106, pages 1 through 23, filed on 9/21/2011 with this court. Docket 110 at 2. Document number 106 is a motion to enter Americus Curiae brief filed by Frank Eldwin Pate, an inmate at the same prison where Jared Fogle is housed. Pate's filing contends the district court lacks subject matter jurisdiction over Fogle and states, quote, whether a judicial judgment is lawful depends on whether the sovereign has authority to render it. God, I want to see the court filing that dude made so bad. Because it's got to be terrible. Where is it? Jared Fogle, sovereign citizen court filing. I don't know. Is there a documentary about Jared Fogle? I'd watch that. Fogle's motion illustrates how not to challenge a federal conviction. Jared Fogle once pitched Subway sandwich, blah, 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 blah. Is there a link? Is there a link to the filing? No. Lame. All right. That's enough Jared Fogle, I guess. I don't know. Karen. Time for a Karen video. Karen complains about a duck being at the dog park. I'd be a little concerned for the duck. Like, who knows how the dogs are going to react, but, like, I don't understand why anyone, Karens or anyone related, bothers other people like this when they're not hurting anyone. I understand if it's, like, a mask thing that's like, hey, you should be wearing a mask. We're in a public health crisis. Stop being a dick. But we're talking about a duck at a park, and someone feels the need to come up and complain about this. I don't understand.
Slow down. There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
That's a cute duck. Logarth with 20 bits. Let's take a gander at this video. It's not a goose. But close enough, fine.
Is that a duck? Is that a duck?
Yeah, I'm just taking it for a walk.
This is a dog park. I don't think the duck should be here.
It's not a big deal. It'll be fine.
This is fake. This doesn't even sound real.
I mean, it's a dog.
Okay, you can fuck off.
What it issue?
That one's fake for sure.
For a defective equipment, it's $80. You have till September.
Oh, I've seen this one. This lady has a case of... She has a chronic case of the whites She's gotten a little too used to thinking consequences don't apply to her, so she runs from the cops. Let's see how this goes.
Number 16 to take care of this. Get you to sign there where the X is.
So you don't even give a warning for this?
You've been driving around for 6 months like that.
I'm truthful.
Well, I'm not going to give you a warning for something you've been driving for 6 months.
But, well, I don't want to sign it because I don't want to do $80.
You don't want to sign
Garth
it?
says sorry for the bad joke. I had to wing it.
$80 for something that is fixable and I can fix it.
All right.
That's all you want
Go ahead,
to do.
step out of the car.
Why?
Because you're under arrest. Step out. Step out of the vehicle. Step out. Step out. I'm giving you a lawful order. Step out.
You be fair with me and I'll be fair with you.
Step out.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
I'm placing you under arrest. Step
You
out.
are full of because you're not placing me under no arrest.
Do not take off.
Shut up and give me that and I'll sign it.
Step out.
No.
We're beyond that.
You want me
Step
to-
out.
Don't run from the cops. That's not a good idea. She turned a ticket into a felony charge, which is literally what the caption also says. It's so stupid. Why do this? Logarth with 20 bits. Rule 1, don't talk to the cops. Rule 2, don't talk back to the cops. Rule 3, don't run from the cops. I would put an addendum on that. If you're pulled over, you have to talk to the cops, at least a little bit. I would say don't talk to them more than you have to. Be polite. As polite as you can be. But, like, yeah, you do need to, like, if they're, like, license and registration, you'd be like, okay, there you go.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
I do find it ridiculous that he's pointing a gun at her. Like, does this old, dumb lady really strike you as someone who's in imminent danger to you? She's stupid and entitled. Absolutely. She's not gonna do anything to you. She's not doing anything to you. Come on.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
You better leave me!
There is then a struggle, and she is arrested, as you might imagine.
I didn't run. I told you you weren't going to arrest me. I pulled in here thinking that you would not.
You hurt?
Yeah, I'm hurt.
What hurts?
Everything.
Alright, I got EMS on the way, just hang tight.
You got a what on the way?
I got an ambulance on the way, check you out.
Ambulance? I don't need an ambulance.
Well, you got tased, so they gotta check you out.
Ed Urich F with 20 bits. We have a saying here that arguing with a cop is like spitting up words. Yeah, not a good idea.
You did not have to taser me.
You wouldn't comply, you wouldn't get out, and then you tried to kick me. So,
Why?
yes, I did.
Yeah, I tried to kick you because I'm a country girl, because no, I
And
didn't
you got
like being
tased
thrown on
because
the
of
floor.
it.
Yes, and I...
Sushi Bomb posted this link. Lawyers explain how to talk to the cops or what to say to the cops.
Mark and Craig, Pop Brothers at Law. We've been warning people, if you are working for an unlicensed dispensary, an illegal dispensary, and it gets raided, you need to shut the fuck up. If you shut the fuck up, you have a good chance that we can make the case go away. Case in point, 3 employees of an illegal shop were busted during a raid. 2 of them said, oh, I'm just volunteering here. The 3rd guy shut the fuck up. And the DA did not prosecute the guy who shut the fuck up. They can't prove what you were doing there. If you're a customer, a patient, you walked in to go to the bathroom, they don't know. You got to shut the fuck up, and it's Shut the Fuck Up Friday, so review the script. What do you say when the cop first pulls you over?
Why'd you pull me over?
And when he keeps asking questions?
Not discussing my day.
And they ask more questions?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
And if detained, what do you say?
I invoke the 5th.
And then what do? You
shut the fuck up.
Shut the Fuck Up Friday. Never answer questions when the cops ask.
Have safe holidays.
Tip of the day.
I didn't like being thrown on the ground.
Well, next time, listen to what I'm telling you to do.
Oh, that's a bad idea. If she wasn't white, she'd already be dead. I just want to point that out. Charging at the cops.
It's easy, Doc. It's easy.
There's the taser. Ukrainian Karens ordered cake to take selfies and didn't pay because we didn't eat or touch them. Oh my god. Killjoy 102 with 100 bits. Kamehameha!
Да ладно.
So they're literally calling the police on me because I am not putting this mask on.
Why aren't you wearing the mask?
Okay, let's go over this again. For one thing, many states have mask mandates at this point. Not all of them, though. Okay? Let's say it doesn't. If you go into a business or a building and they say, you need to put on a mask, and you say no, okay. If there's not a mask mandate, you're allowed to not wear a mask. However, the second they tell you, put on a mask, and you choose not to do it, then you can be considered trespassing. And if you refuse to leave, and you refuse to put on a mask, then they can call the cops on you for trespassing. How much clearer could it be? Logarth with 20 bits. This looks like a school, too. Maybe.
It's unhealthy for me. I don't want to breathe my own CO2. There's many researchers.
Oh my God.
There's
many researchers. I read a post on Facebook that's shut the fuck up. Shut up.
No, I'm not gonna.
You're wrong. Stop it.
To do that. There's many researchers. No, I'm not, because you know what? Because they're bogus rules. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just saying, no, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's so much research that says that we actually are in danger of having this mask. I'm breathing my own CO2. Do you understand that?
No, you're not. Hey, you know how you can breathe in a mask? It's because air can pass through it. The point is to try and stop particulates and like little micro drops of your disgusting human spit that comes out of your mouth when you talk and when you breathe. It's to stop that stuff. Okay? That's why masks are a precaution, but they're not 100% shield, because at the end of the day, you're still able to breathe. Your air is still, gonna be in a space, but it helps because it keeps like spit and stuff from getting everywhere. So wear a mask. And hey, by the way, also, probably just don't go around other people when you don't have to. That'd be great. Logarth, the 20 bit, sorry lady, but it looks like oxygen deprivation has already destroyed your brain. He's a hate pastor. Oh, we've seen him. If it's who I think it is, then we've watched that video where he gets like tased before.
No, I'm not endangering you because I'm a healthy person. I'm a healthy person.
Oh, can you sense when a virus is in your body, Karen? Do you go to a kindergarten and pick up your kid and all of a sudden be like, uh-oh, I just picked up a rhinovirus. I felt it enter my body. That's not how it works. You don't know if you're sick or not. How stupid are you?
We're 6 feet apart. Oh gosh, are you kidding me here?
You're not 6 feet apart. How far do you think 6 feet is?
I'm not here to question what you believe in.
Yeah, okay, well, all I know, okay. I've already, you know what? I actually told him to, and I gave him my card, and they said no. You told him not to ring him up. He's worn the mask.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, yes you do. No, I'm not endangering your crew because I'm a healthy human being. Okay, no, I do believe it. Are you seriously going to question?
I don't even know why they're engaging with this woman. Walk away. Walk away and ignore her. It's over. Why are you entertaining this fucking nonsense?
Any person? I mean, really, let's get rational about this in the United States. We're in America here. It's America. It's supposed to be land of the free. Land of the free.
Land of the free, home of the dumbasses.
Free. Land of the free. Okay? So I'm not. The point is it's so irrational, Jesse, and it's ridiculous.
Sir, I apologize. I just want to end this.
Okay.
And I want to just
where does this look like? Okay, some kind of store. I can't tell though. There's some greeting cards.
My friend is wearing a mask, but the manager said that because he's with me, that he can't. Okay, so and I actually had this.
Oh my god, bitch, then just put it on your fucking face. Are you kidding me? She literally has one and it's already strapped to her ears, and this dumb bitch is like, I don't wanna. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! I literally cannot. I literally want to die. What is wrong with these people? Ah! Arakaria 24 with 20 bits. If wearing masks were so dangerous, why would surgeons wear them during every operation they perform? Yeah, it's because they're not fucking dangerous. These people are so dumb. Guys, if aliens come and alien archaeologists are like, oh god, what happened to this species? They had a whole civilization. They even started building rockets and stuff. Why didn't they make it through the Great Filter? It's because we engaged with dumb fucks and let their shit go on without stopping them. Dude spanking dudes with 20 bits. If you die from this, Hannah, I'll resurrect you with electricity. That's not how electricity works. Thank you, though. Drawnate Gaming, thank you for following. I'm assuming it was the screaming that did it.
This, and I said, no, I'm not going to put it on. I'm not going to do this. Okay, the only reason I even had this on is because they wouldn't even let me in the store.
Yeah. You know why? Because you're endangering other people. Fuck you. Fuck you.
They literally.
So, chat, I went to the grocery store today because I needed stuff for Friendsgiving, and also I'm baking a pie for my family. And I was getting choice prime Michigan apples for the pies, and some lady wasn't wearing a mask when she had like the mask pulled down like this lady on the screen because she was talking on the phone, and she was fucking coughing all over. Like, she wasn't blocking her cough with her elbow. She was coughing directly into her baby's face that was in the cart. Like, this baby had to be 1 year old. And she was fucking coughing in its face. I hate people.
Literally locked the door. They wouldn't even let me in the store.
Some guy in a car, and now he's...
Oh, I've seen this one. She basically pretends he's, like, doing stuff, and she's the one blocking him. Basically trying to get this guy killed.
Videotaping me.
Because this is unlawful.
Ma'am, he's running me over.
No, I'm not.
Ma'am, hurry, please, hurry. Mike! 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 Yes, please, hurry, ma'am. Ma'am, I don't know, and he's a lunatic, and he's videotaping me. Ma'am, please hurry. Mike! You're
Mike's had enough of her shit for an entire lifetime, I would guess.
in trouble.
How
You're
so?
going to jail.
How so?
You're hurting me.
How?
You just ran over. Ma'am, please hurry. He just ran over, and he's still moving. Please, ma'am. Please hurry.
Hey!
This woman
I hope that person was charged.
and don't want to let a little girl sell some water. She calling the police on an 8-year-old little girl. You can hide all you want. The whole world gonna see you, boo.
Yeah.
Karen calls cops on 8-year-old trying to sell water bottles so she can go to Disney. How many water bottles will you have to sell to go to Disney? Jesus Christ.
Water without a permit? Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. I assume it's bottled water. Who cares?
On my property.
It's not your property.
Where is it? Next door at the mall. Go.
What the fucking address is on that? You fucking asshole! You fucking devil! You're a fucking asshole!
Oh my god.
Hey, you can disconnect all the lines on my account, you know that.
Whose mom's is this?
God, it feels so late. It's only 5 o'clock. Jeez.
We're listening.
Yeah, I'm the head coach over here.
Okay.
You do not be needed doing this stuff to my girls right now. If your car
We're
is in the way and
spectators.
you have a problem, it is a respect
We're
problem.
spectators.
Now, yeah, do I need to go and talk to somebody? Can somebody go get the concession stand of whoever's running this?
Come on, we're doing it.
Everyone
Anybody
salute.
do this
We're
for
saying
me?
watch my car.
Listen, go watch the game then.
We're watching it.
Now.
Those shots were booty,
Okay.
though.
Yo, you're so rude.
No, not rude.
You're a grown woman acting like a kid. You're a grown woman acting like a kid.
Teenage girls.
Oh,
It's an open net. They can't even make a shot. Come on.
She takes my original receipt
Oh no, it's this lady.
from my peach bellinis, takes it out of the bag and says,
Ed, you rich F, Americans seem so entitled. Am I wrong to feel that way? Not all, obviously. You guys are cool. No, there is a huge, a ridiculous percentage of the population are super entitled in the United States. I don't know specifically why it's such a problem in the United States. I guess, but other countries also value individualism. Like, it's so weird to me that there's
Not as much as we do.
It's not even just it's like complete disregard for anything that would affect other people.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like contagious narcissism or something. It's crazy. Not literally, of course. I'm just saying it feels that way. The Mightiest Quinn, thank you for raiding with 7 raiders. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Go check out the Mightiest Quinn.
Does that mean that we have the Quinfecta in chat now?
Do we, or is it just the 2? Hold on.
there's an 800 number on the top of this receipt, and when you call, you'll get a live person and you can explain to them what happened, and I'm sure they'll be able to help you with something. And I said,
I gotta find the whole video of this because it's very funny. I want to see the whole thing. Okay, we gotta watch this. We gotta watch this, folks.
hello, everybody. This is going to be extremely explicit. So if you don't like swearing or angry people from Wisconsin, then turn your mother effing camera off now.
Hold on, let me turn my mother effing camera off. Where's my fucking camera? There we go. I was told to turn my mother effing camera off, so.
I just got back from Bath and Body Works, and I am going to start from the very beginning.
She's so exasperated. This is her story, and she had the hardest time at Bath and Body Works. God damn it! Logarth with 50 bits. Oh, please do.
So mad right now.
It's from Wisconsin, and she has a Green Bay Packers t-shirt on. It's too perfect. This would only be the only thing that would make this more perfect is if she put on one of those cheese hats.
You guys literally have no idea. I was shaking for the past hour. I have been shaking to the point where I couldn't even make a video because I was so mad.
I legitimately wonder, and I don't know, I'm a white person, so I don't know, but I do wonder, let's say you're someone who's been, let's say life hasn't been as kind to, potentially because of, I don't know, the color of your skin or something. If you come across this video and watch this lady have basically a mental breakdown over an interaction over fucking candles and just think God damn, how fucking easy is your life that this is even a blip on your radar of struggle? I just wonder. I don't know. And Podium Squid of 20 bits. Oh my god, Hannah mentioned cheese. Wait, today's not Tuesday. Puts away bingo card.
So let me backtrack. If you guys have been watching my videos, you all know that I have been searching high and low ever since they had the candle sale, 2 for $20 candles at Bath and Body Works. I have been searching for 2 cents. I have been searching for the winter candy apple and the iced gingerbread.
Gotta get that winter candy apple. Obo-Wan with 100 bits. Wait, is this Jeremy's wife? Because I can definitely see her get pizza without her husband just to be a dick. Honestly, if this were Jeremy's wife, it would all make sense. Everything would make sense. The uniform, the stars would align, and I'd be like, okay. Short Shorts Hero 2, thank you for subscribing with a 5-month streak. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope tomorrow is a wonderful day and you get some turkey, and stay safe and don't, I hope you didn't do cross-country travel or anything, but, you know.
This is the last day of the sale, Sunday.
Can you get a video link? Sure. Hold on. There you go.
I have been calling my store in Appleton, Wisconsin. I want everybody
Appleton, Wisconsin
to know this happened in Appleton. I have been calling my store every day for the past week wanting these 2 scents. I want winter candy apple, iced gingerbread. They were supposed to come out. They were launching in the stores October 29th, so they were supposed to be out. I've been calling Green Bay, Appleton, Fond du Lac, and the outlet in Oshkosh. All 4 stores don't have them. That's not what makes me mad. It ticked me off a little bit, but I thought, they'll eventually come in. No big whoop. So, I have to calm down because this gets...
Guys, today I had a traumatic experience. I couldn't get my candles. I know. Has anyone ever struggled in life as much as I have? I need the winter candy apple.
It's really bad here. So I've been calling. They don't have them. This morning.
Who follows candle scent launches? Hey, I don't give a shit about that. That's fine. Every single thing that exists has a fandom, whether it's candles or you know, it could be anything. Everything has fandoms, especially on YouTube. I think she was like a candle YouTuber, which is fine. I think she went on Tosh.0 at some point about this video. That's fine. If you like candles and you want to do vlogs about candles and talking about candle scents, fine. That's no more obscure than the dumb shit we cover on this show, right? Karens and sovereign citizens and stuff. Like, who cares, right? Everyone has their niche. It's only when you start being entitled asshole about it that, like, it starts to be an issue.
Well, actually, yesterday, I called my Appleton store and I said, you know, I hate to bother you again, but I'm calling about these candles. And I said, you know, if I'm harassing you or anything in any way, please let me know. I'm like, because I can be quite persistent. I said, so if you want to take down my name and number, like, go right ahead and do that, because that way you guys can call me when you get them in. The Appleton store. I gave her my name and number, hadn't heard from her. I went to the Oshkosh store today, but before I went, I called my Appleton store again. I said, I know I gave you my number and everything. I've been looking for these 2 candles. I'm going to the Oshkosh store, and if you guys have my 2 candles, I'll hit over there. I was amazed. She said, guess what? We have them in. I was like, what? I'm like, please, put one of each on hold. I bought 2 peach bellinis a while ago. Actually, I bought 3, so I was just going to take these 2 peach bellinis back and exchange them. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's awesome. So I said, I'm going to go to Oshkosh.
Who buys candles? And this annoys me. My mom used to do this. I mean, she probably still does. I just don't really talk to her anymore. My mom would do this shit. She'd buy stuff with, like, the express knowledge that, like, oh, I'll just take it back. It's like, why are you buying it then? Like, if you buy a product like that, not all the time, but especially if you open a box, which is something, you know, my mom would do with these things. Like, if you open the container and then she just decides she doesn't like it, I'll take it back. I'll take it back to Sam's Club. Whatever. It's like, well, why did you buy it? Why did you buy it? If you're buying it, opening it up, using it for a day, knowing that you're going to take it back or thinking you're going to take it back, then you've basically stolen. You've reduced the value of something without paying for it once you go and get your money back. You've basically done mini shoplifting. Like, why would you do this? If you're gonna return the thing, you don't need to buy it.
Oshkosh first. Then I'm gonna head, and because I live in Neenah, I said I'm gonna go to Oshkosh first. Then I'm gonna head all the way to Appleton to get these 2 candles because.
Yeah, and stuff that you've had for like 6 months too. That's annoying. Oh, I bought these pants 6 months ago, but I don't want them anymore. I'm gonna take them back. Even if like you haven't worn them, it's like, well, you've had them for 6 months. You don't get to return shit 6 months after the fact. That's not how commerce works.
I want them, and I know that once they get them in, they're gonna be gone. I said, please hold a 3-wick iced gingerbread and a 3-wick winter candy apple. She said, will do. Okay, everything's fine. I get to Oshkosh. My mom and I are shopping around at the outlet mall there. Just to let you guys know, traffic-wise and things, it was a really busy day because the Packers were playing. This is the only good thing that happened. I think the Packers won. I don't know. I've been busy taking care of bitches all fucking day.
Just want to watch the Packers game, but I gotta go get my candles. Gotta go get my my candy apple winter candles. Go Packers. Gotta go get my cheese hat. Eat some cheese curds. She's so mad.
Okay. So.
Cheese curd. Oh my god. Okay, so there is this place. Have you been to a Culver's before? Oh my god. I know you didn't even like cheese when you weren't vegan, but they have cheese curds at Culver's, not an ad, that are just so good. I want them. I want them in my mouth. They're so good. Don't look at me like that. You know how I feel about cheese.
Yeah, but you don't have to be sexual about it.
I do have to be sexual about cheese, okay? Cheese is a sexual experience.
I want them titties in my mouth.
Oh god, I am on stream. Okay.
Yep.
I'm seriously really upset. You guys are not going to believe what just happened to me.
Cool. I didn't insult you. I just said I like cheese.
Okay, so my mom and I are at the outlet in Oshkosh. And all of a sudden I get this call. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I missed the call. So I call the number back and I'm like, who is this? Someone just called me. And she's like, oh, this is Bath and Body Works. She's like, I was just wondering what time about you are coming. And I said, well, I'm in Oshkosh. We're leaving in about 15 minutes. And then we're headed to Appleton and we will be there right away. I'm just going to go in and out and that's it. Okay. She said, I just want to let you know that those 2 candles that I said that we had, they're not actually in our store. They're in an off-site store.
Maya is bored, says, cheese curds, go sponsor Hannah right now. Yeah, if the concept of cheese curds wants to sponsor me, I'm on board. Tumek Von Raven, thank you for gifting a sub. Appreciate it.
I'm like, an off-site store. And she's like, yeah, it'll only take us a few minutes to go and get them, but I just wanted to know where you were abouts at the time. And I said, okay. I said, well, I said, I don't really want to inconvenience you. I said, if you're just going to this off-site store just to get my 2 candles. And she's like, oh, no.
TubeMan642 with 20 bits. Whenever someone calls my store and requests to be called when an item comes in, I have to remind them that this is a retail store and not a 5-star restaurant. Yeah. That's, you can't expect stores to do that for you. If you care that much, go get like an online alert at an online store and they'll do it automatically. Antipodian Squid with 20 bits, putting it out there. It is so nice to hear Baja's voice on stream. It is. She's wonderful.
She's like, we'll just grab all of them and bring them on over. And I said, okay. I said, well, I'm leaving in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll be there in a half an hour. Okay, no problem. Great. Hang up the phone. I get to Appleton. My mom does all the shopping. She spent probably like $60, I would say, getting stuff. So my mom gets stuff and I go up to the register with my 2 candles and my mom did her transaction first. And I'm like, hi, I was the person who called. Can you please, get my candles because I'm just going to exchange them. And the woman looked at me really funny and she's like, She was really a bitch to me. The first woman who helped me out, she had blonde hair. I don't know her name, but she was kind of rude to me. And she's like, I really don't know anything about that. And I'm like, oh no, that's no problem. I'm like, I'm sure the manager knows, not a big deal. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to help the person in back of you first. And she's like, just wait a minute. So then she leaves and goes to get the manager, comes back and says, they're not in the store. And I'm like, oh, no. I just talked to somebody like a half an hour ago and they said that they were going to get them right away and come back. She's like, we didn't leave yet. And I'm like, you didn't leave yet? I'm like, I called about a half an hour ago. I'm like, they should be here.
Okay, so this employee willingly said, okay, I can go to the other store and get them for you and then I'll come back. And she's mad that they didn't do it fast enough. Lady, they were already overextending themselves to try and help you. You need to calm down.
And she said, we've just been really busy. I look around. There's barely anybody in the frickin' store.
And as we all know, the number of people in the store at that exact moment is exactly how many people have been in the store all day, and there's no fluctuation in how busy a store gets minute to minute, much less hour to hour. She ever worked a retail job? Literally ever. Sometimes you just get busy for a while and then it gets dead. It happens.
There's barely anybody in the store because Packers are playing today and everybody is at home watching TV where I probably should have been. So I said...
She's so flustered! It's I understand she cares about candles a lot. This is her actual YouTube channel. This isn't just mirrored on some other, whatever. This is her... She's clearly leaning into the video, too. She knows, because this is, like, her, main video on her channel. Anyway, yeah, she has, like, 35,000 subscribers, and she's still going. I understand she likes candles. It's clearly something her entire channel is about, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Holy crap, she has lost a ton of weight. Wow, good for her.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
That's nice.
So, you guys... Oh, what is... Like, deep.
Oh, that's good. Good for her. Anyway, that's fine. I get that she's into candles. That's great. You need to chill out, though. You need to not be awful to everyone over the thing you like. Why? You're giving candle people a bad name.
Okay. She said, let me talk to my manager. So she goes back, talks to the manager, comes back out, and she's like, okay, well, the girl is leaving right now to get your candles. So, yeah, the girl's leaving right now. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well... I'm not going anywhere else in the mall. I am here just for the sole purpose of getting these candles, so I'm going to wait right here. She's like, okay, well, I'll just help the next customer in back of you. And I'm like, okay, so I'm waiting. Waiting. About 15 minutes later, Miss Jen, Manager Jen, comes out and says...
Logarth with 50 bits, I don't mean to wax poetic, but she seems to have a really short fuse. She really burned the midnight oil on this video. The first two, yes. The third one, okay.
I am so...
I'll give that a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, so sorry. I honestly thought that we had your candles at our off-site store, but we only have the small 4 ounces in.
So they do have it. They just don't have the size you wanted. Has she ever struggled for anything real? Has she ever wondered, how am I gonna pay my next bill? Or how am I gonna buy food tonight? How am I gonna put gas in the car to go to work? I barely have enough to get there. How am I gonna get home? Has she ever had that experience? Or is this experience where she had to go to the store and they said they had the candles, and they do have the candles, they're just the wrong size, but she's exasperated. She needs to take breaths to deal with this. I wish I lived with this much privilege. I wish I had so few problems in my life that was like, oh my god, they don't have the candles in the size I want.
And I said very calmly,
she hasn't, Daddy Sumo with 20 bits, she hasn't go long between a meal, clearly. Oh, yikes. That's a little mean. Plus she has lost weight, so.
you're kidding me, right? And she said, no. She's like, what I can do, she said, is I can call around to the, and I said, no. I said, I've been calling Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, Appleton, where else? Green Bay. I said, I've been calling all the stores. No one has them. And I'm like, I was just so relieved when you told me this morning that you had them. And I came all the way from Oshkosh to get them. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't have them? And she's like, we just don't have them. She's like, I'm sorry, it's my mistake. So then I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I guess I'll get my peach Bellini candles back. And then she's like, okay. So she walks all the way around, gets my candles. As she's packaging them up, I'm like, okay, I'm like, I don't want to be rude or anything. I said, but I think I deserve something.
I don't want to be rude or anything, but here's a really rude request that I think I'm entitled to free things for reasons. You're not.
I'm like, if it's a free item or a gift certificate or something for what just happened here, I said, because I have been on you guys for a week to try to get these candles, and with you telling me that they were here, and I came and I carted myself and my mother all the way to Appleton to get these mother effing candles. That I didn't say that. I'm thinking this in my head. This is all going on in my head. And I had a very pleasant face when I was talking. So you know what Jen says to me? You know what this goddamn Jen says to me? I can give you some coupons and put these in your bag. And I said, Jen, I have every single coupon that Bath & Body Works has.
I have every single coupon, okay? Do I look like I don't have coupons, Jen? I have enough coupons, they're coming out the wazoo! I don't need your stinking coupons, okay? I drove all the way to Appleton for this. Give me candles, Jen! Daddy Sume with 20 bits, I get the feeling. I'm not gonna read stuff that's like insulting how people look. I'm not gonna do it. Coupons. Yeah, coupons. Shouldn't that be a bit embarrassing? It's all embarrassing. It's like 20 minutes away. That's pretty funny. Here's a funny parody sketch skit comedy made by an online friend or acquaintance of mine making fun of Karens that I hope you'll like and be funny. Let me take a look.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Hi.
Okay, we can watch that in a little bit once this is over. Daddy Sume wasn't insulting how she looks, just saying she is a Karen and has a, yeah, not saying the last part either. I will make fun of people's behavior and insult them for that all day, not making it about the way I perceive their looks. Not great. It's fine. You can do whatever you want. I'm just not going to read it. I'm just letting you know.
I said, I have about 10 of them. I don't need any more coupons.
Coupons!
I said, can you give me something else? Something?
There's nothing
She takes my original receipt.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits just got here. Why in God's name is she saying Jen like it's not this person's real name or something? I have no idea. I don't know if I don't know if she replaced the name, like, oh, I'll change your name or what,
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Phosphophyllite with 20 bits, I just had a Karen in the store. Yikes.
From my peach Bellinis. Takes it out of the bag and says, there's an 800 number on the top of this receipt, and when you call, you'll get a live person, and you can explain to them what happened, and I'm sure they'll be able to help you with something.
Yep, that's about it. Tumok Von Raven with 150 bits. I don't get how people can be mean to retail workers. I would die of embarrassment if someone would tell me that they will drive to a place to get me candles. Yeah, I don't get it either. Like, I worked most of my job experience prior to doing online stuff, which I've done. The longest job I've ever had is doing online stuff, interestingly enough. I worked at 2 restaurants in high school and then just after high school. And then very briefly, I worked at Toys R Us. Interestingly, the Toys R Us job was because I had started doing online stuff and I wanted to maybe do something a little more stable that would give me, you know, at least I'd have a stable paycheck if the online thing didn't work out. As it turns out, my online thing accidentally has outlived Toys R Us. But either way, I worked retail for a very brief period of time. People who are mean to retail workers are just the worst, and I don't understand why they think they can behave the way they do. It's so weird. It's so weird. Retail workers aren't slaves. You don't get to treat them like shit. They're just people trying to do a job for you. Like, they're trying to check you out. They're trying to help you in the store. Why be an asshole? Why do it? It's not worth it.
And I said, a live person? Who the fuck do you think I'm talking to now? Am I talking to you who is not really here? Are you reality? Because I thought you were a live person. Are you not a live person?
Have you considered that someone who works a cashier at Bath & Body Works or wherever this is might not have the authority to just give you free shit? Have you considered that? Have you considered that they will be fired if they're like, here's a candle that's $45 because candles are super overpriced? I say overpriced. They're very nice. If you go to a nice candle place, they're quality candles. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, like, they can't just give you merchandise. They will be fired, and they require that job to pay their bills, presumably. Fourth Horseman, thank you for subscribing with a 2-month streak. Fourth Horseman says, your streams have been getting me through the past couple weeks. Thank you for the top-tier content. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you got something out of what I do here. I appreciate it.
And she looked at me and said, I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't help you. And I said, give me my candles now. And she kept on apologizing. And I said, I want to leave this store. Give me my candles now. Meaning, my peach bellinis. So she gave me my peach bellinis. And I was on my merry fucking way. And that bitch, Jen, you know what I'm going to do, Jen? I'm calling your district manager. I'm telling them what happened and what you did and how you fucked up. And I'm telling them how that other blonde girl was rude to me. I'm telling them, Jen. Oh, Jen, your ass is going to get reamed. It was just a really, really bad situation that ended badly. And I'm done now. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with everybody so we can have everybody know in the state of Wisconsin and around the whole United States that Jen from Appleton needs to check her shit out.
The vindictive anger towards this probably minimum wage employee. I would imagine this lady, because this came out in 2012, right? This came out in 2012. I think this is before the I guess I don't know the earliest usage of, like, Karen as a pejorative, but I would imagine, and this video has 2.697 million views, right? It's been everywhere. It was on Tosh.0. It's been on tons of shows. I would imagine this woman here is a huge part of the reason Karen came to be the archetype that we know it today. Ambiguous Samus, thank you for subscribing with a 5-month streak. Ambiguous Samus says, I can't believe it's been 5 months already. Your streams are the best, Hannah. Thank you. Don't you mean the earliest usage by white folks? Was Karen an insult used by non-white people towards white people prior to that who were like this? That'd be pretty funny. I guess I didn't know that. I don't know. Well, let's see. When did Karen become a thing? Yeah, sure. Oh no! Ow! You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. That sucks. I have clippers if you need them.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
You want to know how that happened?
Oh God! Don't. Oh, that you could have skinned your finger. To be careful. Cut away. Cut away
I was
from me.
cutting away. I was holding an apple and peeling it.
Oh. I think I have it. Do I not have an apple peeler somewhere?
I was using the apple peeler.
Oh, how'd that happen? Jesus. Her nail got sliced. Like, off. Gross. Anyway, Karen meme origin. How the name Karen became a stand-in for problematic white women in a hugely popular meme.
About the tools of capitalism.
Before the public learned the name of a white woman who called the police on a black man in Central Park on May 25th, she could easily be identified by a moniker. The internet agreed that with certainty that Amy Cooper was a Karen. TubeMan642 with 20 bits. I love when people say I'll call your DM or corporate to complain about how we act in the store when those are the people who tell us to do the stuff we do. Yeah. It's very weird. Like, do they think the district manager's gonna yell at them for not giving away free product? That doesn't make any sense. Days later, another woman went viral for leaning on a car in a parking lot to prevent the driver from getting their desired parking spot. The internet agreed she too was a Karen. In the weeks since, the internet has been entranced by viral videos labeling women Karens, including Coughing Karen, who coughed on patrons in a New York City bagel shop, a woman who, with her husband, called the police on her neighbor for writing Black Lives Matter with chalk on her own property. The Karen meme, which has become so ubiquitous it's been used as a Halloween costume, burst onto the scene in the past couple of years to describe white women perceived as acting entitled in public. Ooh, God, I gotta be a Karen for Halloween one year. That'd be fun. Now it's used as a moniker for any white woman who's thought to be acting inappropriately, rudely, or in an entitled manner. It's usually used as a pejorative for middle-aged white women. Matt Shimkowitz, senior editor at Know Your Meme and Online Meme Encyclopedia, said, "It's almost like they have an entitlement where they're kind of lording their privilege over another." Before Karen, there was the Speak to the Manager haircut. The Speak to the Manager haircut became its own meme before the Karen character took hold online. According to Know Your Meme, the joke was first posted on Reddit in 2014. Between 2016 and 2017, the idea began to spread throughout Reddit and spawned other images, including starter pack memes. The best and most infamous example was the haircut in real life was worn by Kate Goslin of the popular mid-2000s reality show John and Kate Plus 8, which followed a married couple rearing 8 children. The haircut is a side-swept bob in the front with spiky and much shorter hair in the back. The Can I Speak to Your Manager haircut. Vice wrote about the, quote, often maligned haircut in October 2018, arguing that the hairstyle is actually iconic and a, quote, socially necessary style object. "It's a very easy, recognizable thing to me," Shimkowitz said, adding that just a name itself is hard to make memes out of, and the haircut imagery helped contribute to the Karen character. All of these elements kind of blend together. So that's interesting. Okay. Cool. Anyway, I think this lady had a lot to do with beginning the internet's formation of the Karen meme. Socially, yeah, I don't know what he meant by that either. Socially necessary. Not sure.
Yeah, there's a suspicious
So this is a parody of Karen's or something?
looking man right outside my house, and I really think you need to send a car. I don't want to be racist, but he doesn't belong in the neighborhood. Oh wait, it's my landlord, never mind. Jeff! Vaccinate my children? Are you kidding me? Like hell I will ever vaccinate my children over my dead and their dead bodies. I'm not letting Bill Gates... Baby? Shit, there goes another one. Chad, get my herbal teas! Oh no, Janet, this is not a pyramid scheme. This is your chance of financial independence. All you have to do is sell 5 pairs of leggings to 5 of your friends, who then sell 5 pairs to 5 of their friends, who sell 5 pairs to 5 of their friends. And guess what? You're gonna be going to Cabo with me, and we're gonna be sipping margaritas, and what happens in Cabo stays in Cabo, okay? I'm gonna get us some more wine. These leggings are shit.
I said get inside right now before I whoop both of your asses. Oh, hey Karen. Yeah, just playing with the kids out here. All right, have a good day. Get inside right now. Get inside.
Honestly, Diane, I heard that they looted a Target recently, which I'm very upset about. You cannot do that to personal property. But on the other hand, a little part of me thinks that maybe they do kind of deserve it. After all, they made me wear a mask.
Meaty52 with 30 bits. Have you seen the McDonald's on Dorset, Karen? It's famous at this point. No, let me Google it. McDonald's on Dorset. Dorset, Karen? Do you have a link to the specific thing you're talking about? McDonald's on Dorset. Was it the cop one?
Who else?
How the internet reacted to Officer Karen, her delayed... Was it this one? Or was it a different one? The McNuggets lady? I'll just say McNugget Karen, maybe? Was it this one?
Holy shit! Let's just making McNuggets in my hand. I don't want to hear it.
It's 10:30 a.m. We don't serve chicken McNuggets at this time.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Why not?
Because we do.
You know what? Did you just hiss at me? I'm the one who just fucking hissed at you. You just get your ass out of the car.
What's going on over there?
Don't you fucking run away from me, you family.
Yeah. God, holy shit.
Don't make me assume my ultimate form. I will fuck you up. Wait, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna wreck you. Get the fuck out of here. What? I'm gonna tell you something. You look at the miss.
Ma'am. Whoa.
You know who I am?
Ma'am. What? Close that shit. Ma'am. God damn.
The audio in this sounds like bad ADR.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this bitch on? Holy shit.
Drugs are a hell of a drug. Oh, the audio is fake, the video is real. Is it like a transcript and that's actually what they said, but they had people like re-record the lines like ADR, or is it completely manufactured?
Should I get burned by your apple pie or something? Dude, I have no idea.
Funny though.
Alright, we need to call the police. This is out of control.
Hello? 911? There are riots going on, and I am a victim. I've been looted. They took my live, laugh, love sign. What do you mean that isn't an emergency? I want to speak to your manager right now. You get him or her on the phone. My live, laugh, love sign was just right over here on the mantle, and... Oh, never mind. It fell to the ground. While I have you on the phone, I think my neighbor's son is doing dope.
Diane, did you hear he's building a fence around the White House? He must have finally gotten the check to clear from Mexico. It makes sense, that's all they could afford. Now we're still on for Taco Tuesday, am I right, girl? Yes, I'm calling to file a complaint because one of your employees committed a hate crime against me. He called me a Karen, very derisively. It's like the N-word for white women. Well, I would have called it the K-word, but you wouldn't have understood what I meant, now would you have? Maybe I need to speak to your manager. My name for the complaint?
Nothing funny about the
Do you have a pen handy? K-A-R-E-N. I want him fired! I will not apologize for being white, despite the fact that nobody's asking me to. But I feel like they are. I keep hearing Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. What about white lives? I feel like I'm being attacked. Although no one is attacking me, except for my racism. But I'm not racist. They have no idea how much it hurts
I see
to be
the
called a
second
racist.
message. I have the
Even
video
though being a
up
victim
for
of racism is so much worse than being called a racist. But my feelings! What they're saying is making me feel guilty and bad about everything. How am I supposed to live, laugh, love like this? And how can you tell me my emotions are wrong? My emotions are valid, okay? White tears matter. And how much longer is my order going to take? I know the owner of this restaurant, okay? I can call him right now. I'll check with the chef. If I were in your position, I'd make sure to hit that like button as well as subscribe before...
There's a link to this person's channel if you want to check out other stuff they do. It's funny. Okay, let's take a look at this, whatever this video is, and then we'll go back to the wheel, because I know we've been doing Karens for a bit.
I have an announcement to make to y'all, to the people of America. I was at this here McDonald's on Dorset. It's Monday night. I was just disrespected in there. Almost got in a fight with the gal in there. First of all, my first issue is the drive-thru was filled all the way up and I had to walk inside. So then I'm already mad because I got to get out my car and go inside. So I go inside, I politely say, hey, can I have a McRib meal? Large size with the Dr. Pepper. And the lady said, well, okay, that'd be $6.58. I said, ain't you forgetting something? Ma'am.
Fair enough, Comrade Devin.
And she said, well, what? I said, you're supposed to offer me the extra McRib for $1 when you buy the McRib meal. You ain't gonna believe it. She looked me up and down. And she said, well, it don't look like you need the extra McRib. Excuse me, bitch? I throat punched that bitch. I knocked her ass down. So if you come to the Dorset McDonald's and you see a lady named Charlene in there, tell her Carla sent you. And then you throat punch her or punch her in the cooter. I don't give a damn. This is against my civil rights. Fuck you, McDonald's. On Dorset. Not all the other ones. I like all the other ones.
That has to be fake. This is not a real person. This is too funny. This is too perfect. There's no way. There's zero chance this is legitimate. If it is, it's the funniest thing that's ever happened in human history. Because this is like a sketch comedy show character, but in real life. Excuse me? No way. No way they would be able to think of that if they weren't, like, you know, parodying. It is funny, though. It is very funny.
First issue.
That is such... Look at that hair, too. That is a unique hairstyle. Alright, back to the wheel.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
MMO
capitalism.
Addicted. With 20 bits. Bish, I lived. Nearly non-stop driving since I was last here, but I lived. Now I'm gonna pass out and die. Someone clean up my corpse. I'm glad you got where you were going safe. Good job. Sovereign Citizen. Let's see what's next on the Sovereign Citizen stuff. How about... What's this? Oh, this one's a graphic one. Definitely can't watch that. It just looks like a paper, though. Hold on. Let me skim through this and see what the graphic nature of this one is.
Don't have any registration plates on my car.
Doesn't look like anything happens. It looks like he's literally just looking at a paper and talking about it. I wonder why there's a graphic warning. Graphic content. The content is not for kids or sensitive individuals. Very strange. Okay. Whatever.
This is my red travel document I keep in my car and my truck just in case police decide to stop me because I don't have any registration plates on my privately owned vehicles.
Okay, so again, I assume you all know, but just in case, sovereign citizens are people who don't think who think the law does not apply to them, more or less. They believe that by claiming sovereignty from the United States that they can say that the laws do not apply to them. So often they will not have license plates on their cars, they won't register their vehicles, they won't have insurance on their vehicles, stuff like that. There's other stuff too, of course, but that's the one that's most prevalent because it's noticeable by cops. You get pulled over because you don't have license plates on your cars, or if you have special sovereign citizen license plates, which they make that say things like private, because they think that if they're operating in a private capacity, that they don't need a driver's license, which isn't true. And they get pulled over for that stuff a lot. So sometimes they'll have this paperwork that they'll show to the cops to try and say, like, see, I don't have to have a driver's license. It's always wrong. They're always wrong. It's very frustrating.
U.S. Supreme Court and other high courts citations proven that no license is necessary for normal use of a automobile on commonways, April 21st, 2015. The right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and transport his property on by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may therefore, under normal conditions, travel his inclination along the public highways or public places.
Can I get a less blurry pause? Stop shaking the camera. Okay, there we go. U.S. Supreme... I'll read along with him, and I'll point out where he's wrong. The U.S. Supreme Court and other high court citations proving that no license is necessary for normal use of an automobile commonways, April 21st, 2015. Quote, the right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Under this constitutional guarantee, one may therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or public places. Correct. However, you also need to have a license to operate a motor vehicle on them. In fact, I think the case he's actually citing here says that out of the context of the specific part, or in context rather. He took this bit out of the context of the entire court ruling, and he's claiming it means that hey, you know, I don't need a driver's license. And really, in the context of the full ruling, it says, like, however, in order to maintain, like, safety, the government can make restrictions about, like, licensing for automobiles as long as the licensing is standardized and people aren't getting singled out because of their gender or their race or whatever, you know, factor it might be. So he's wrong. He's very wrong about that one.
There's nothing funny about the tools
Let's see a better view here.
Isn't it also a federal ruling and not a state ruling? I think it's the opposite. I thought that ruling was from a state Supreme Court and not a federal Supreme Court, but they often just will say Supreme Court, even though it's not. It was like the Virginia Supreme Court, or like it was no, it was somewhere else. Where was it? It wasn't the U.S. Supreme Court. It was a different one. I don't remember, though.
20-4.01. This is a North Carolina Transportation Code. This is under definitions. A highway. The entire width between property or right-way lines of...
Is this guy, like, trashed or something? Because he's having a really hard time, like, reading.
Every way or place or whatever nature, when any part of thereon is open to the use of the public as a matter of right. This is from Black's Law Dictionary, which they go by when they're making these laws.
Daddy Sume with 20 bits. It was the New York Supreme Court, and the New York Supreme Court isn't even the equivalent to the state Supreme Court that is the New York Appellate Court. Thanks, Legal Eagle. Cool. Even if this weren't legally ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, so what is a driver? One employed in conducting a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle with a horse, mules, or other animals, or a bicycle, tricycle, or motor car. This is a definition pulled from Black's Law Dictionary, an edition from, I think, the 1930s or the 1920s or something like that. It's an outdated definition. There are more recent editions of Black's Law. I think we're on the 11th edition currently. And what they do is they read this, and it says, one employed in conducting a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle. And they think the word employed here means I have to be literally driving for a job, like a trucker or a pizza delivery man or something, in order to need a driver's license. But that's not what that means. When they use the word employed here, it does not mean employed in the way that it is colloquially used today to talk about employment, like employment at a business. It just means one who is engaged in conducting a coach, carriage, wagon. They completely misinterpret the meaning of it, and it's an outdated definition anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Laws and statutes and codes. What is a driver? One employed. So you have to be employed.
No, it's not. He's using the completely wrong definition of employed here. Employ Okay, see how words have multiple definitions? See how the first definition of employ is give work to someone and pay them for it? That's what he's referring to. But the definition is referring to the second definition of employ, make use of. This would take 5 seconds for him to Google, but he doesn't, for obvious reasons.
To be a driver, and conducting a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle with horses, mules, animals, or bicycle, tricycle, motor car.
That's right,
It has an old definition, but it covers everything.
It is an old definition, and you're not even interpreting it correctly. Hish Blast, thank you for following.
Another North Carolina Transportation Code 20-141J1. And I use this just in case, police.
Or it's maybe high JT Blast. Whichever way.
Or somebody else who's exceeding the speed limit when they shouldn't be, because they have limits too.
Let's see what it says. A person who drives a vehicle on a highway at a speed that is either more than 15 miles per hour, more than the speed limit established by law for the highway where the offense occurred over 80 miles per hour is guilty of a class 3 misdemeanor. Okay, why is... Yeah, that's just a speeding law.
Because they're the ones regulating. A person who drives a vehicle on a highway that's at a speed that's either more than 15 miles per hour than the speed limit established by law for the highway where the offense occurred or 80 miles per hour is guilty of a class 3 misdemeanor. So yeah, you can use this against cops.
In what way? Do you think that that means that you can speed as long as it isn't 15 above? Or, like, do you think you can go 10 or 14 miles above the speed limit and you're fine? No. They're saying that if it's by this much, it's a class 3 misdemeanor. However, if you're speeding a couple miles above the speed limit, it's close, so it's kind of a dick move you get pulled over. But let's say you're going 10 miles above the speed limit. That's still illegal. It's just not a class 3 misdemeanor. It's probably a lower misdemeanor. Like, do you not understand how laws work? Just because something isn't a specific kind of illegal doesn't mean it isn't illegal. Like, imagine if I said, like, if you stab someone with nefarious intent and you intend to murder someone and you premeditate that murder, then that's a first-degree murder. Imagine hearing that and then thinking, oh, so if I don't premeditate it, then it's not a crime at all. No, it's just a different crime. That's not how this works.
Private-owned vehicles do not qualify for license and registration plates anywhere in the USA. And this all goes back to the...
Privately owned vehicles do not qualify for license registration plates anywhere in the USA. That's just a lie. That's just untrue. Cars in the United States, if you're operating a car on public roads, you need a license plate. You're going to get pulled over if you don't, because it is a legal requirement to have a license plates on your cars if you're using them on public roads. If you have a car that's like a farm vehicle that you're just using on your property and it never leaves the property, then you don't need a license plate. That's fine. But once you go onto public roads, yes, you do. You do need those things. You need a license. You need a registration. You need license plates. You need insurance. These are all things that are required. And it annoys me, at least these earlier ones, even though they're misinterpretations of what is being said, at least they're kind of cited. Like he's saying, this says like 20-141J1. It's telling you where you can find this law, basically, if you wanted to look it up. But this one isn't even cited. It's just a claim. It's just a claim that says privately owned vehicles do not qualify for license registration plate. And that's untrue. He just wrote a lie on a piece of paper and thinks that a cop's gonna read that and go, okay. It's like that episode of Parks and Recreation where the cop comes up to Ron Swanson because they're about to do a barbecue in the park. And he wants to slaughter a live pig in the park for the barbecue. And the cop goes, do you have a permit for that? And he hands him a piece of paper and he opens it and it says, I do what I want. This has the legal weight of a note that says, I do what I want. You can't just hand a piece of paper to a cop that says, hey, the illegal thing I'm doing is legal, so don't worry about it, and expect them to take it seriously.
There's a constitution, which says you're gonna make.
Wind Chanter with 20 bits. Hey, Hannah, just trying to put some love into the universe in hopes it may return to me. Well, thank you. That's nice.
Only regulate commerce. You're just using a private vehicle for pleasure, go to the grocery store, friend's house, whatever. Yeah, that these regulations don't actually apply to you.
He's wrong. He's very, very wrong.
Or your private owned vehicle. On top of that, I've actually read transportation code, and each registration plate or license plate actually describes, either a government vehicle, a business vehicle, or a lot of times you'll see, like a non-profit organization. In my state, you'll see, it'll say, those particular places will say, First in Flight, First in Liberty. Registration plates are to register and regulate commercial vehicles and engage in commerce on the roads to provide a public service, product, or public service to the public.
Why does he sound like he is struggling to get through this?
So,
I'm legitimately concerned for this guy.
That's the difference between private owned and commercial.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits. There are a few roads around my city where the limit is 25, but cops won't pull you over unless you're going over 50. It's normal to cruise down them about 40 miles per hour. I think we're all at least a little bit aware of some place near us where there's a certain speed limit, but no one follows it, so.
Private owned, you gotta look at it as one name on the title. But, it's two names. They might see it as commercial. Because they're thinking somebody's doing business, but, government, business, private organization, that's what your registration plates actually apply to. And that's what actually you have to actually qualify for a registration plate. Private owned vehicles do not qualify.
He's wrong. He's wrong about all of that.
Another transportation code of North Carolina, 20-4.0141I. Unlawful use of a mobile telephone while operating a commercial motor vehicle. I'm sure you heard about those laws.
Sure, but just because there's a specific law for using a phone and distracted driving while operating a commercial vehicle doesn't mean it's legal for private vehicles that aren't commercial. Do you understand that? Like, it can be a specific law that applies more broadly or applies different punishments, but that doesn't mean the other law doesn't also exist.
I know.
The same with the next law on this list. It's like regular driver's license, a license to drive a commercial motor vehicle. Like, okay, there are driver's licenses for, like, commercial purposes, but that doesn't mean you don't also have driver's licenses just for, operating your motor vehicle as a private individual. Frustrating. This one just says Fourth Amendment right to privacy. Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I do not have... Yeah, sure. You have the fifth, but that doesn't mean you... Like, if a cop asks for your name, you have to give that if they stop you. Yeah, this is bad.
Funny about the tools of
Wind Chanter with 20 bits. Did Lord of Cringe get banned from Twitter? I think he did. That was my bad. At least I was one of the people who reported him for something. But I don't know about anyone else.
No. It was my bad. I went around telling people to report the tweet that he put out saying that Bernie should die.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. I forgot. I was one of the people who reported it, so I had a small part.
What it applies to, but I've seen so many videos and newscasts about people still...
tweet, but I can't remember what one it was.
Okay.
Another transportation code of North Carolina.
That'd be too.
A regular driver's license. A license to drive, and of course we know up here, to drive you have to be employed to operate that vehicle. So to drive a commercial motor vehicle, So now we know what that is.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
20-1.
Wind Chanter with 20 bits. These bits are for Baja then. I'll ensure she gets them.
3.2. In case they want to bother you for inspections and emissions. Descriptions of vehicles, no.
Okay, I'm done with this guy. He sounds very drunk, so... Maybe he just puts the graphic warning in front of all of them now, even though they're not. Let's see what the wheel says. Karen. Okay. Is this lady... Why is she driving into the course of a race?
I'm going very slowly.
No,
I can't
you
get
can't
out.
get out anyway. It's
Hey,
blocked.
Right, excuse me, I'm a
What are you doing?
Listen.
You're breaking the...
This is the first non-American Karen I think I've seen. I'm sure they exist, as just usually in these compilations, it's always Americans.
I have tried to get
Or at least Canadians that I haven't noticed are Canadian.
out every which way. But you're just going to have to wait here. I have a workshop in Oakhampton. Stop it.
No.
Are you guys leaving? Get off my car.
Get off her car. Get off of her car.
Move on up, Krista.
Krista, don't move up.
Come on.
You're sitting on her car.
I'm not sitting on her car. I'm leaning on it.
There's
Krista.
2 spots open right there.
You really hate your life, don't you? To be hating
No, I
on
love
us.
my life, and I have my brand new grandbaby in there who we're trying to take for a walk.
Okay, get your grandbaby then.
Spots right here.
Can you get off her car?
Florida. Never go to Florida.
Yes, you are.
I guess I'm assuming it's Florida because of the palm trees. I could be wrong. I guess it could be somewhere in California. I'm getting Florida vibes, though.
Come on. 2 spots opening.
Get off her car.
There's 2
This is
spots
your
open
right
now.
spot.
Get off her car.
Please back up. Krista, this is your right spot.
There's 2 spots.
Just move.
Get in your damn car. Stop getting. Don't sit on her car.
Can you tell him to just, like, leave me alone, bro? Like, what is your problem? Like, why are you fighting with me?
Miss, I don't have a problem.
I understand, but, like, you were parked over there. There was nowhere to park. Like, I pulled up
But
for
it's
2
but
seconds.
it but it's disabled parking spot. and
Okay, so why is it bothering you
but
so
you-
much? Are you disabled? Were you trying to park there?
Wow.
Funny about the tools of
Trashy person parks in a spot that's not for her. Don't do that. 2man642 with 20 bits says, as a Floridian, I can say, fuck Florida. You know, if there's any good news out of this year, it's that maybe, just maybe, Florida won't be relevant in United States presidential elections moving forward. Wouldn't that be nice if we didn't have to worry about Florida and we just don't give a shit anymore? That'd be cool.
Maybe I am.
But why is it bothering you so much?
'Cause
Hi, everybody. How are you? Like,
My
what-
father is disabled.
Okay, but was your father here trying to park here? If your father was here, I would move in 2 seconds.
But you shouldn't.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. You don't park in those spaces. They're not for you. You have no idea when someone who needs those parking spaces is going to come around. And also, like, how do you expect to find that out? You expect them to park somewhere else, get out of the car, come find you and say, hey, move, and then go back to the car, then have them move to the space that's supposed to be for them, and then they get back out and do what they were. That's stupid. No, just, it's not. Don't park in those spaces. It's not difficult. Wind Chanter with 20 bits. Florida has so many hanging chuds. Ah, okay. Hanging chads joke. That's... At least it's a creative one. Okay. Jezebel with 20 bits. My mother and I both have disabled parking, and when people take them, it sucks. Yeah, I'd imagine so.
I'm happy.
But you told me you were a police officer.
And I am a police officer.
You're a Haver police officer.
Not a Haver police officer.
But you did
But I
earlier.
am.
She could be lying, but I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't surprise me if she is a cop and she's entitled and decided to park in a spot that she's not legally allowed to park in.
I am. I'm a Revere police officer.
Revere. What's your name?
Revere.
My name is Christina.
What's your badge number?
I'm not giving you my badge number.
Well,
no need to give my
but
badge
you
number.
have to.
No, I do not have to give you my badge number.
If you identify yourself as a police officer, you have to give me your badge number.
You want me to call my husband?
Call your husband. Here we go. JFN 6927.
Fucking minutes. It really fucking moves it. Really moves it.
You're gonna look, but you're a police officer.
He won't let me move, girl. Tell him to let me move.
She parked really bad too. Look how over the line she is. I mean, you know, they have, you know, certain handicap parking spots like have extra area. So like if you have a mechanism to like get a wheelchair out or whatever, that's what this broader section is for. But she's like way over the line. Why are you so far over the line?
Police officer.
When Chanter with 20 bits, I didn't say it was fresh. I said it was funny. Fair.
Move the motorcycle so she can get out.
Did she say she was a cop? She did say that.
Like, I know
My friend.
everybody. You have no clue who I am.
Right.
And you're being disrespectful because I pulled up here for 2 seconds. If your disabled father was here, I would move in 2 seconds.
All right, I'll tell
you
you
don't
what.
know who I am.
I'll tell you what.
You really don't know who
I'll
I
tell you
am. But no, it's disrespectful.
Someone's on a hoverboard. Do people still use hoverboards, or was that a fad? Or have I just not seen hoverboards because of COVID and everyone's been inside for a year?
I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you what.
No, you don't.
Like, anyone with kids, do kids still like hoverboards? Or was this like a thing that was only popular for like a year?
Know who I am.
Be charity, motherfucker. I'm
Really?
just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker.
We've seen this one multiple times. Let me get to the next one. Oh, that's the famous dog lady.
That's the one that I was
I know.
talking to you
I know which one you were talking about. That's the one I said. Was it this one? Yeah. Back to the Future movies created the hover. I know that the hoverboard name comes from Back to the Future, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones with the wheels that are popular as toys.
About the tools of capitalism.
Weren't they like $1,000? The ones near me were like $200, $300. Chesabelle with 20 bits. Yes, there's a family down the street with 3 kids who constantly ride their hoverboards. Okay, cool. It's funny that hoverboards are basically just Segways, but without the handlebar. And Segways were a huge failure, but the hoverboards are popular with kids. Didn't they catch fire randomly? There were some. I don't think it was a hugely widespread issue like it was being claimed. Like, if you bought one from, like, Wish or, you know, one of the more questionable, like, Chinese knockoff ones, then the lithium-ion battery probably had a bigger chance of blowing up, but I think that was more a thing of the media being like, oh, we have some videos of some, you know, hoverboards blowing up. Let's scaremonger about this. When Chanter with 20 bets, fun fact, the guy who invented the Segway died on one by going over a steep drop. I knew that. Did you guys know that? The guy who invented the Segway, he was going somewhere with a group of people on Segways, and he wanted to show them how quick he could stop on a Segway. So he, like, at full speed went towards a cliff, and he didn't pull back soon enough, and he went right over the cliff on a Segway. That's the most amazing death. Like, who does that? Is that how I want to go out? Over a cliff on a Segway? No. No. I'll go with die in my sleep. That'd be nice. Knowing me, though, it won't be that. It'll be something terrible. Windchanter with 20 bits. Capitalism is having so much faith in your product that you believe it'll save your life from going over a cliff. Die in your sleep on a Segway. Sure. I'll take it. Close enough.
Oh, I can't wear a mask, and I'll tell you why. It causes extreme discomfort for me, and it pinches my ears.
Okay. Too bad.
So that is why you need to wear a mask and protect those that are afflicted by COVID-19.
Okay. No, you need to wear a mask, too. You need to wear a mask. If it, like, bothers you that much to have it on your ears, which I understand some people have, like, sensitivity in certain body parts, that's fine. I'm not, you know, invalidating the fact that it probably does hurt our ears. But then you need to get, like, one of those masks that you can, like, tie in the back or something, so you don't have to do it that way. So you don't have one that's supported by your ears. That's fine. You can do that. There are masks that don't go around your ears.
And I do make sacrifices. Look at
Or a bandana. Sure, a bandana would probably work. It wouldn't be perfect, but it's better than nothing.
my nails.
Okay, you guys, it happened again today, and I really don't want to talk about this anymore, but it keeps happening. So
Why does her like background looks like it's just like a photo or something that's been printed out and blown up behind her? You know, you see how it's like weirdly grainy? That's weird. I've never seen that.
as a lot of you guys know, here in LA, Garcetti said that even if we're just out by ourselves in the streets, wherever, we have to wear a mask. This is not just when you're indoors somewhere now. Now they are completely so drunk on their fucking power that they're saying you have to wear a mask when you're outdoors. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna do it. I will not wear a mask outdoors when I'm by myself. I will wear them if I have to go indoors somewhere where an establishment tells me to do so. That's the only time I'm gonna wear it. You're gonna have to fucking drag me down and arrest me if you're gonna make me put on a mask. I don't wanna wear a mask. I don't wanna fucking put a mask over my face and breathe in my own carbon monoxide. I don't wanna wear it. I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know. And neither is anyone out there who has any fucking opinions about
Winshanto 20 bits like koalas, backgrounds of internet videos aren't real. True.
this. So shut up. I don't want to breathe in. I know it's unhealthy. That's all I know. And that is true. Okay?
No, it's not. It's fine. Medical professionals have been using masks as PPE for a very long time, since long before either of us or our parents were born. It is fine. Grow up and stop being such a baby.
So anyway, I want to tell you what happened. I was at a fucking red light today, enjoying my day. It's beautiful weather. I had my top down, and I was minding my own fucking business, obviously, okay? Some moron with gloves on, surgical gloves, a mask on, walking the pedestrian street by himself. No one was around, stopped in front of my car and started shaking his head in disbelief that I would be in my own car with no mask on, with the top down. I am not fucking joking. These people are complete and total hysterical sheeps. They legitimately think that if they leave the house, they're not just going to get sick, but they have been convinced that they're going to die or they're going to kill someone.
Because if you help spread a virus, you are helping kill people. Do you know how viruses work? Do you know how A to B consequences work? Do you know how cause and effect works?
This is...
Lily loves stuff with 20 bits. Guess what? It caused discomfort to me too, and the over-the-ear ones don't fit because I was born with a birth defect that left my ears extremely uneven. Speaking of that birth defect, my surgeon managed to wear his mask for a 20-hour surgery, right? I don't get it. Do these people not understand that masks are not a new invention? They were not invented for COVID. They've been, like, PPE for fucking, I want to say forever, but I know it's not forever, but like over 100 years. Okay? Basically since germ theory became accepted by the medical community.
So legitimately scary what the media has done to these people by making them so scared that they believe this now. I'm gonna go on and also say, and I don't care what you tell me right now, this asshole who had the nerve to fucking stop and do that to me and shame me publicly and shake his head at me was the biggest
Plague doctors wore masks. They wore them for different reasons. They were accidentally right. The big beak that was in there that was full of like herbs and like scented, they basically thought that would prevent them from getting it. They were accidentally right in that they were hopefully, you know, blocking stuff from getting on their face, but they weren't intentionally doing it because the germ theory wasn't a thing yet.
Fucking nerd I have ever seen. Like, he would never in a million years do
Logarth
that to
says
me
miasma.
in like
Christian
real life.
American
This is like
subscribes
Twilight
with a
Zone shit,
5-month
right?
streak.
Like, I wanted to get
Christian
out and
American,
meet his
she
neck,
just
but I was
pluralized
so
to
caught off
plural.
guard that all I did was do like the vomit
Yes, she did.
face. I went to him or something like that because I didn't know what else to do.
They thought smells transmitted disease, yeah. Lily Love Stuff says, during the 1918 flu pandemic, San Francisco mask mandate compared to most other American cities had the fewest cases. That all really ran together. That's very strange. During the 1918 flu pandemic, San Francisco had a mask mandate and compared to most other American cities had the fewest cases. Yeah, because that shit works. It's weird. It's weird how we've managed to learn from the past, and yet people are completely against recognizing, hey, we've had some diseases in the past that we've dealt with, and we know how to do so effectively. If you do that now, you could help save some people's lives. But no. Your comfort has to come over literally other people's lives. That's not ridiculous at all.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Logarth, they learned from the 1915 bubonic plague outbreak in California.
But like the fact that this fucking nerd would even don't fucking talk to me. Let me tell you, don't fucking talk to me. Don't come for me. I swear to God, don't. You guys know what happened the last time someone came to me and told me I needed to have a mask at Starbucks? I got in their face and I will do it again. This guy was lucky that I was in my car. I had no way. Like, I had Ming. I was in my car.
Jezebel, 20 bits fun fact, a coalition of Jewish and Muslim doctors discovered germ theory in the 1400s and Christians wouldn't accept it. That sounds about right.
I wasn't out of my car, but I fucking will. I'm not backing down. Don't fucking...
I do wonder, like we know, I think the Roman Empire, they were on the verge of maybe figuring out like steam power shit, you know? Because there are like toys and stuff that people have found from the era that basically use, you know, that kind of thing to generate whatever. So I do wonder, like, let's say all the time someone has almost invented something revolutionary. Like, let's say the Industrial Revolution started in ancient Rome instead of, you know, much later on in, like, the UK and stuff. How advanced would society be if every time someone almost invented something revolutionary, they just actually invented it? You know what I mean? So let's imagine Rome, but with trains and you know, like germ theory of disease centuries and centuries before it was actually, you know, figured out. I do wonder what society would look like if we hadn't fucked up so often. I also wonder how often people almost invent amazing things all the time and they just like don't. But that's not something you can measure, so I don't know.
Approach me, okay? I don't know you. You're a stranger. Leave me the fuck alone. You're insane.
Alright, Wheel, what's next? Daddy Sumi with 20 bits. The Mongols invented plague warfare by lobbing diseased cows. We would all be dead, Hannah. We would have killed ourselves. True. We still might, in fairness, so let's not pretend like we're completely different, you know? Karen. Okay, more Karens. You saw this one.
Sam, are you okay? Sam, are you okay?
Guys. Oh, these are fake.
Get paid. Do you want a boyfriend?
They already told you they're not gonna serve you. Ooh, Oh, nope. Wait, did she just say the N-word and then literally in the next sentence say she did not say the N-word? That's some primo gaslighting right there.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Daddy Sumo 20 bits, yes. Yikes. Okay. Probably time to go to Burger King. I think you fucked this one up, you racist piece of shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the N-word.
What the fuck? What is wrong with people?
I'm really sorry about the N-word. I just can't help myself sometimes. It's a long line, you guys.
It's just me. It's just me.
Can't do racial slurs.
But they don't have to give you permission. So, good to know. Do you want to delete it now, or do you want me to talk to someone about pursuing something with you?
So they're making a TikTok at the mall or something, you know, like teenagers are gonna do. Who cares? And this lady felt the need to step in. That's not ridiculous at all.
Since it's illegal, what you just...
Was that lady a gamer? She must have been. She used the gamer word. Calling that the gamer word isn't funny, but...
You can talk to security if you want. Okay, let's go. Let's go do that.
Oh, I'm not following you. You can tell them what I look like.
Okay, that sounds good. So I'll just get a picture of you. Very nice. And I will go send
I'm gonna contact mall management and tell them teenagers are making TikToks in the mall. The mall manager's gonna be like, there are teenagers in the mall? Oh god, thank god. We're gonna close next week because no one goes to the mall.
to security, and then we'll be out there.
What kind of restaurant is this? Or is this a coffee place? Soup. Looks like soup. Looks like they're soup, maybe? There's bowls, so I'm guessing soup.
Funny about the tools of capitalism.
Argonian Bum, thank you for subscribing with a 4-month streak. Your content and a few select others makes 2020 bearable. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for subscribing. Winchanter with 20 bits. Really am sick of Chud sticking up my gaming spaces, right? Isn't it annoying? I hate that shit. Because I love video games, right? I love video games. It's one of my favorite pastimes, right? If I'm not watching a movie or streaming, I am playing video games. I'll often listen to YouTube. I imagine some people probably listen to me while I play video games. Maybe you're playing a video game now. In which case, yeah, do the thing. Get the points. I know video games. Seriously, though. Video games are fun. But I would never be to someone like, if they're like, oh, what do you do for fun? I'd never be like, I'm a gamer. I might say, I play, I play video games. But the term gamer has been so tainted by the gross incel racist asshole types who are like, I'm a gamer and I'm mad they put a woman in this video game. It's so stupid.
This lady is losing her mind at Taco Bell. She's in the drive-thru.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
MMO addicted with 20 bits. Well, I prefer gamer anyway, but with it's a pun. Okay, fine.
They're asking.
I can't imagine going to a Taco Bell and getting mad about literally anything. Like, someone could literally, if I went to Taco Bell and I opened up the bag and someone literally took a shit in the bag, I'd probably be like, well, it is Taco Bell. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even be, like, if I go to Taco Bell and half the staff isn't high off their ass, is it even Taco Bell? Like, who cares? Maybe they'll fuck your food up, it's fine. It's barely food in the first place. Just put it in your mouth. Okay, it's gonna take some time. They're all drunk or high. They're gonna put your taco together. Just chill out, okay?
Her to bring her food bag back so they can make sure they guaranteed her order, and she's melting down.
You look on them! And then you fucking
is taking shots at, hey, I like Taco Bell every now. I'm not saying don't eat Taco Bell, far from it. I'm just saying, like, everyone knows Taco Bell's trash, because it is. It's delicious trash, but it is trash nonetheless. Lily loves stuff with 20 bits. I would be angry if I went to Taco Bell and the staff wasn't all fucked up.
Gosh.
When they fuck up, they're really chill about it. That's the thing about, like, every restaurant. Honestly, if you... And this is what I don't get about Karens. They're working against their own best interest. Because let's say, for one thing, if stuff's going slow, you're not going to speed them up by yelling at them. Ever. That's never worked in the history of any restaurant ever. If you think that's going to work, you are an idiot. It doesn't. They go the speed they go. Sometimes it's busy, sometimes it's slow, sometimes you have inexperienced people. I don't know. Whatever it is, they're going as fast as they can, I guarantee it, because their manager's on their ass about their times, okay? Fast food restaurants keep track of how long it takes to get orders out, okay? And every manager yells at every employee like, oh, our times are too high, our times are way too high, you know? They already get yelled at about that, okay? They're doing their best. And if they fuck something up, like, oh, I ordered this kind of taco, but you gave me this kind of taco, or I asked for not this, or whatever.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
All you gotta do is be a human being and go and be like, oh, excuse me, I actually ordered this, but I got this. Would you mind remaking this? And as long as you're polite, like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. Because people make mistakes, and everyone recognizes that. You don't need to throw a little hissy fit. You don't need to be a big baby and, like, insult the worker. People fuck up, and that's fine. They'll fix it for you. It's literally their job. Just be a decent human being about it. Windchanter with 20 bits. Yelling is how you get your food extra sauce. Sauce in quotes. Probably true. But probably a bad idea, because I think contaminating someone's food is... It's definitely illegal. I don't know if it's just a misdemeanor or what, but it's not good.
Whitey isn't dead from a heart attack. Like, if she lives her life like this.
I can't, dude. This COVID got people going crazy.
Jesus Christ, she ordered a $70 order at Taco Bell? Did she order a boat full of tacos? I don't even know. How much food can you get for $70 at Taco Bell? That could feed you for a month. You bring $1 to Taco Bell, and you get like 12 tacos. You paid $70 for a Taco Bell order? What the fuck?
To be fair, she was wearing a mask when she first started yelling.
Oh, it's not even for an office. It's a dinner for her family? How many kids do you have that you're spending $70 at Taco Bell? I was joking and being hyperbolic about the dollar. But legitimately, let's say you have a wife and a spouse and 2 kids. Maybe you spend, I don't know, $35 at Taco Bell. I think that's pretty for a meal for 4 people, $35 at Taco Bell, I don't think is that out there, especially considering kids are going to get the little cheaper kids meals or whatever.
There's nothing funny about the tools
or
of
single
capitalism.
tacos or cheese roll-ups or whatever. The adults, you know, you get, I don't know, a chalupa or whatever. $70 for one dinner for your family at Taco Bell? 4 people in a household eating $70 worth of Taco Bell. That household better have 4 toilets, okay? You are asking for trouble. This is the danger zone. You should thank these people that they're not giving you the food.
Oh my gosh.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits. I often have to correct orders because I'm allergic to dairy, not lactose intolerant allergic, but I always try and be polite and patient with the workers as a normal person should. Sure. And I've worked at restaurants, like I said. I've worked at 2 restaurants. I worked at McDonald's in high school and a little bit after high school, and after that, I worked at Culver's for a while I was in college and a little bit after. before I got into doing the YouTube stuff, and of course, long before I do the Twitch stuff, because I've only been doing this for like 7 months. So, like, I've worked at restaurants. If you have an allergy or whatever, and you're just like, oh, I have an allergy, by the way, they'll take it very seriously. Like, I cared. I gave a shit when people said they had an allergy, and I made sure that I made their food correctly, but, you know. Logarth with 20 bits, a $10 or 10 taco party pack is like $12 to $5, so, like, a ton of tacos. Yeah, it's a lot of tacos.
Oh my goodness.
Taco Bell more in my life right now.
Yo, this lady is mad about her Taco Bell.
Hold on, I gotta look at Taco Bell prices, because now I'm... Taco Bell menu. Who Googles the Taco Bell menu? Okay, I don't know. So they have... Let's look at the combos. Okay. 3 Doritos Locos Tacos is $7.59. 3 tacos. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay? Maybe you order 6 Doritos tacos, okay? We're talking $15. Even then, if all 4 people, and I'm including the kids here, and I'm assuming a 4-person household, like, that's maybe $60 if everyone eats 6 Doritos Locos Tacos, okay? With tax, maybe a little bit higher. But kids aren't eating 6 tacos, unless they're fat kids. Daddy Sumo with 20 bits. People who have sexual relationship with cheese, Hannah, stop throwing stones in your glass house. A toasted cheddar chalupa, $5 for this, and it comes with cinnamon twists, okay? You gotta get the cinnamon twists. Cinnamon is delicious. Chicken quesadilla combo comes with looks to be a quesadilla. Chicken quesadilla is normally my go-to for Taco Bell. If anyone wants to order me Taco Bell someday, I don't know why you would. And it comes with a taco, a crunchy taco, and a Mountain Dew Baja Blast, a real one, not my girlfriend. Like, look, okay, burritos. These burritos are $5. Okay. Ooh, a breakfast crunch wrap. I've not really had Taco Bell breakfast. That looks pretty good, though. Is that a hash brown and eggs and bacon all in the crunch wrap? That looks pretty good. This isn't an ad for Taco Bell, by the way. Although, if Taco Bell, if you want to sponsor me, go ahead. Your food is trash, but it's delicious, so... I, however, do demand that I get free tacos for life if you'd like to sponsor me, Taco Bell. And also, I think you should throw in some anti-diarrhea medication to compensate for all the tacos I'll be eating.
You stopped my dinner. You stopped my meal. And most people don't spend $70 at a pack.
Taco Bell supported Donald Trump. It's because they don't want all these actual, authentic, like, Mexican immigrants coming in and showing people what real tacos are. Because people will be like, Taco Bell, what the fuck have you been feeding us all these years? Taco Bell's all for that wall, okay? Taco Bell. Remember when Taco Bell's slogan was make a run for the border?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
What the fuck, Taco Bell? Lily loves stuff with 20 bits. Chicken quesadilla with a soft taco, no lettuce, and a Dr. Pepper is my go-to order. The breakfast crunch wrap is good for when you're still high from the night before. I'd imagine so. Christian American with 150 bits for the badge. Also, the only thing worth it on the Taco Bell menu is the steak chalupa. I've never had a chalupa. Daddy Sume with 20 bits. Dog food, Hannah. They've been feeding us dog food. Killjoy 102. Make a run for the bathroom. Am I right?
That's true. Most people don't spend $70 at Taco Bell. And she had a $70 order, and she said that they forgot to put in 9.
Willie Nelson Taco Bell commercial. Okay, let me look. Oh, this is old. 1992. I was -2 years old.
He got off the bus at the border, went up, drove the woman with the rose tattoo. She offered him a ride, and when he got inside, she offered him something new. A steak burrito supreme from Taco Bell. She insisted that he try it. And a new zesty steak melt from Taco Bell. He had never had nothing like it. And when he tried the steak soft taco, all of a sudden he knew that he'd always be indebted for the rest of his life to the woman with the rose tattoo.
That's a weird Taco Bell commercial. Win Shanto with 20 bits from when Willie couldn't pay his taxes. Yeah, there was I'm not familiar with his situation, but I know King of the Hill, when they had him on, made fun of his tax situation. Goth Geek Gaming with 20 bits on Grubhub, a Supreme Soft Taco Party Pack 12 tacos costs $22. 12 tacos. That's a lot of tacos.
9 burrito supremes.
I want taco sliders. Someone in basically, well, I guess Jake mentioned this in the D&D campaign we play, like tacos that are mini tacos. I want a restaurant that makes really good mini tacos so I can eat like 20 tacos. Mini tacos. Someone get on it, okay? Logarth with 20-bit street tacos. Taquitos. No, I don't want taquitos, okay? I have taquitos. I want mini tacos, goddammit. And I know they make frozen mini tacos. That's not what I want. I want good quality tacos made at a restaurant that are mini tacos, okay? I want to put 20 tacos inside my mouth, too.
And she's like, check my card. It's on my card. And they're like, please be respectful and we'll help you. And she's like melting down. This lady is inhibiting me from my Taco Bell.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Jezebel, I can make it happen, but you have to come to a restaurant outside Dallas. I don't know if I'll be in Dallas anytime soon. Maybe someday, though. I've been to Texas a couple times.
I have no idea who she's on the phone with.
Next time I go to Texas, it'll probably be Austin, though, so...
She's mad because she's wrong. They gave her the receipt. It's not on there, lady.
Mic drop.
I know, those poor window people, right? They're just like, please be respectful. Wow. Have a nice day, lady.
Get the fuck away from me! I'm gonna call the fucking police on you!
Call him! You'll get arrested! Call him! Call him! I didn't touch you! I didn't touch you! Do it!
Austin is outside.
Do it.
Okay. I don't know where stuff is in Texas. Thank you for clarifying.
Karen!
Windshanter with 20 bits. Didn't
almost hit
Texas
me
threaten
and flicked
David
a
Bowie
cigarette
for
at me.
wearing a dress? Sounds like a Texas
Oh, that's
thing. I have no
mature,
idea.
mature. Karen, why don't you get in the car and go safely home without hitting anybody else?
Looks like you hit me. I think you did. Looks like you hit me to me. I hit you? I think you did.
Yeah, I think we all saw it.
Yep, you hit me.
No, you did that.
Yeah, you hit me.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits. If you want dope taco truck food, there's some great ones in Oklahoma. I used to live there and would recommend. I don't think I'll ever be in Oklahoma. What is there in Oklahoma that I would ever be near?
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Maya
capitalism.
is bored with 20 bits. It's 1 a.m. where I'm at now, and I'm craving tacos. Tacos do sound good now. We've been talking about them. I might just have to have, I have taquitos for in the fridge, or in the freezer. Maybe I'll just have taquitos for dinner. I don't know. That's close to tacos.
I got with.
Oklahoma isn't worth it. Don't go near it. All right.
This is. You hit me.
I'm shaking and so
I think we've seen
furious
this
right
one.
now after talking to my doctor. I had just a phone visit because I was wanting to get a prescription for hydroxychloroquine just in case. Not now, but just in case. I wanted to make sure that he was okay with prescribing that. And
No, your doctor does not want to prescribe you hydroxychloroquine for COVID when it's not effective in treating it at all. You can't just call up your doctor and be like, I know this isn't FDA approved in any way, shape, or form, but could you prescribe to me this medication for funsies because the president said to? That's not how it works.
you know, I just discovered my doctor to be suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, and he was literally said that the president is crazy and that he's being irresponsible with people's lives.
Because he is, we have watched this one, so we're not going to watch the rest of it. It's funny that these guys say anyone who doesn't like Donald Trump, obviously most people, because he lost the election, and also he's a huge piece of shit. It's funny that these people say people who don't like Donald Trump have Trump derangement syndrome, but then, like, when a doctor with a medical degree says, hey, Donald Trump, who doesn't know anything about medicine, is being irresponsible with people's lives, these people freak out. It seems to me that we don't have Trump derangement syndrome. These people do. Trump derangement syndrome isn't just not liking Donald Trump and recognizing he's a bad person. It's being slavishly, religiously devoted to this man, and absolutely any criticism makes you oh my god, someone criticized Donald Trump! That sounds like Trump derangement syndrome to me, but hey, what do I know? Doom Smoothie with 20 bits. There's also a great museum of osteology in Oklahoma as well. Not a big museum, but very neat bones in there. Ooh, the bones. I'll bring my calipers. Lily loves stuff with 135 bits, says Snipe. And MMO Addicted with 20 bits. There used to be an amazing Thai place ran by a Cuban immigrant and some Thai cooks in my neighborhood, but the guy figured he wasn't making enough and instead had his Thai cooks change cuisine to Italian, which did not go well. He lost his dedicated base since he got into a very saturated market. To this day, I wonder why he did not do Cuban food. No one does it in this country. Yeah, that's a very strange business choice. But okay. Sovereign citizen? Okay.
All right. I think I done figured it out. I've been doing a lot of research. And when I say a lot of research, I've been doing a lot of research on this.
Here's, if we were doing bingo, this would be my research, said not by a researcher.
Right to travel. Okay. You get your tags from, or you register your car. Registering it from the Department of Revenue. Now, if you're not conducting business,
if I'm ever in Tucson, call you or Jade Skywalker. I'll take you to a real Mexican restaurant. All right, sounds good. I've only been to one restaurant that could be maybe considered a real Mexican restaurant. It was in Texas. It was like a Tex-Mex place. I had tamales. They were very, very good. I got way too many though. I underestimated the amount that would come with the order, so I ordered 2 orders, but that was fine. I just ate them for lunch, like, the next day. It was really good. MMO Addicted with 20 bits. Like, to this day, the only better curry I had was at a place in Thailand. That's pretty cool.
why does the Department of Revenue wants to register your car?
Is there a better one? Because this one's kind of hard to hear.
It is.
And the background noise is kind of annoying me. Let me see if I can find one that's not like that.
Peace. What's good, fam? Salam. Is your brother cool? Man, yo, it's beautiful weather out here. Started to burn up.
That's still got kind of background noise. It's annoying. It's only 3 minutes long.
And I wanted to show you guys.
Is this another one where they're just looking at paper?
Hey guys, this is Randy Stroud, and I wanted to show you guys my affidavit of truth and my secured party declaration, affidavit and notice, and my sovereign right to operate a private...
Oh no! It's nonsense paperwork he probably got from the internet. DM Trey with 20 bits, same thing. I know some great mom and pop shops in Las Vegas. Yeah, once COVID's over, if I travel anywhere, I'll let you guys know for sure, because I think it'd be fun to meet, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to meet any of you alone, because I don't want to be murdered, but, like, hey, if I have other people with me, you know, I'll meet you guys, and we can go out to eat or something, it'll be fun.
Vehicle, okay? I just got back from the bank and got these notarized, and yeah, it's time for all of us to start going to jury duty and using our ability to absolve someone of a victimless crime. It's time for us to stop paying money and paying into these fines for traffic tickets that aren't based on law, but are based on codes and statutes. Now, I am going through some financial problems right now, and
oh, is this what? Oh, this is the paperwork he has. He just printed it out. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. Let's take a look at this. Brief and memorandum of law, affidavit of truth, actual land, constructive notice, actual land. They say, this is the actual material I sent to the Colorado DOR. An updated version is available with more case law and evidence. General format can be used to challenge your state's driving laws. Just replace relevant information and be sure to include your state's driving code. Dear Miss Huber, it has come to my attention via several legal and constitutional sources that the state of Colorado is illegally and unconstitutionally enforcing the motor vehicle statutes as described below. This is my evidence and fact of my conclusions based on the following conclusions of case and constitutional law. You probably should have gotten an editor for this. I have several times written to the Secretary of State, Department of Revenue, Motor Vehicle Division under KORA laws these issues, but not have received any written acknowledgement or response of these legal requests in violation of KORA laws. I am requesting a response to this affidavit of truth and notice each and every point brought up in rebuttal to these conclusions, and where it is an error to provide documentation so I may understand and obey the true law. If no rebuttal is forthcoming within 30 days, this will be accepted as evidence and fact for my position and will permanently relieve me from any traffic enforcement, harassment, or compulsion to the contract with the state of Colorado in any matter against my will. So basically he's saying, I am going to gish gallop you, and I'm going to cite a bunch of laws that I think say I don't have to have a driver's license or a license plate or insurance. And if you don't send me a point-by-point deconstruction of why I am wrong within 30 days, then I don't have to follow the laws. Surprisingly, this isn't how anything works. Imagine if I sent to my state or any state and I said, I think murder should be legal. Here's 300 citations on why I think that's the case. And if in 30 days you don't get back to me, then I have a license to kill like I'm 007. How do you think that would go for me? Not well, is the answer. MMO Addicted with 20 bits. If you ever come to Poland, I'll provide you with feasts and a safe space to rest behind a pretty big fence, which should be able to hold out the people wishing to behead us for a year or two at least. Based on what you've told me about Poland, I think me as a trans person should stay very far away from Poland. I don't think I'll ever be going to Poland. No offense to anyone who's from Poland. Just MMO Addicted has made it sound very, very bad. I don't want to die. Anyway. Case law in support of challenge. The parties are entitled to know the findings and conclusions of all the issues of fact, law, or discretion presented on the record, citing Butts versus Economo. Economo sounds like a villain on a Saturday morning. The evil Economo! He can only be stopped with the power of Reaganomics. Persons dealing with the government are charged with knowing government statutes and regulations, and they assume the risk that government agents may exceed their authority. Oh my god, this is just he put it. I almost feel bad that he spent so much time putting this word salad nonsense together that in no way says that he doesn't have to follow the laws. But this must have taken a while to get all these things copied and pasted into the document, and absolutely no one read them because it's ridiculous. What a waste of time, quite honestly, on his part.
The emissions, and it's going to cost me hundreds of dollars to get my car fixed in order to pass those emissions. My car is operating, well, besides that.
Okay, well, here's the thing, though. there are emission standards for good reason. We're already not taking enough action against climate change, and either the human race is going to go extinct because of climate change, which is very likely, or we'll maybe skirt by and only suffer catastrophic consequences. Either way, I'm sorry that your car isn't passing emissions tests on, like, your checkup on it. I know some states require you every couple of years or whatever to go get your car checked out. It's not a thing here in Michigan, but as I understand it, it is a thing elsewhere. That's fine. It sucks, but you gotta do it. The laws apply to you. I know that sucks, but we live in a society.
So I figured this would be a good time to fight for my rights because I'm not a driver. Driving is a commercial act.
No, it's not.
That deals with money and commerce and transactions, but I am simply a private driver. I'm sorry, I'm not.
He fucked up. He said it. He's a driver. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm not a driver. Never ever say that in court that you're a driver if you're trying to do this. I am a traveler, not a driver. So I just wanted to take you guys through this. It's a real easy process, and if you email me, I can give you a copy of my affidavits, and make sure that they're all numbered because the courts do have to address each point that is made. So make sure that you number this.
MMO Addicted with 20 bits says, I have been assaulted and called the F slur for wearing a deep burgundy jacket to an opera by someone on the street. References to the exact jacket. Let me look at this jacket. That's ridiculous. That's a sharp-ass jacket, by the way. Nice. That's a nice jacket. Assuming this is the jacket you own? Nice. That's a cool-looking jacket. Daddy Sume with 20 bits, I highly doubt we're going to go extinct. Modern humanity may change horribly and be forced into a much lower population, but we have shown an incredible determination to survive, even if we are being fucking stupid about it. I think humanity will definitely survive somehow. Famous last words. No, no. I think humans are going to go extinct. I could be wrong, but just how I feel about it. What's up?
About the tools of capitalism.
A 2-second break and come grab something for me?
Sure. I'll be back in a second. Let me play some music. I gotta go, I think, probably use my height to grab something.
Indeed.
BRB.
There's nothing funny.
Hope your research goes well, T. New Master. Okay, let me switch to the correct thing. I know there was a super chat right before I left. MMO Addicted said the jacket did not survive the debacle, and I've been able to procure a replacement, but yeah, it was that. It was amazing. That's a shame. That was a cool jacket. I hope you find another one at some point.
And there's my notary right there. Signed and dated.
Did I call it a super chat? They're called super chats on YouTube. I meant Bits message. Sorry.
State of Tennessee. I got bent up a little bit. Kind of sucks, but should be all right. A little bent, never hurt anybody. And same thing.
Oh, did I miss another one? Hold on.
And now you gotta put
I did. Sorry. Doom Smoothie with 20 bits. Honestly, I used to think driving without a license was normal because I learned to drive cars and tractors when I was 12 on my grandfather's private property, but I still got a license when I was 17, like a good law-abiding citizen. Technically, you know, actually on private property, you don't need a license, so that was fine. It's only when you operate on public roadways that you need a license. So, like, if you have private farm vehicles, that's fine on your property.
Studies in here, you know, I put a lot of laws and case studies. I'll just flip to the back, and you see it was notarized as well. We're good to go. So, if you want to be a sovereign citizen, you have to learn the law, and a good place to start is Black's Law Dictionary.
Not the edition you're using.
So I just thought this would be a good introduction.
And also, a legal dictionary is just going to give you definitions of words in the law and what word. It's not going to teach you how to apply those things or how cases work or how cases are tried. You're just literally going to learn legal definitions of words. That's not helpful if you don't know how to apply those words to, like, a filing or how to operate in court. Like, what are you talking about?
And hopefully you guys end up doing the same. Don't run away from jury duty, and don't pay your traffic tickets without a fight, because if there is no victim and there is no property that's being damaged, then there is no crime.
That's untrue. He's saying he knows about the law, and then he's just saying things that are objectively untrue. Nailing it. Karen. Okay, we'll do one more Karen compilation, and then I'm probably going to call it a night.
You're going to tell me my kids can't come in here because they're kids?
I saw this one before we watched this. Windchanter with 20 bits. Some hopium. This guy made a YouTube channel for kids who had absent fathers. Let me see. It says 404 not found. The link must not have been complete. Then Chest Burst in a can says, are we ever going to watch this funny video? Hold on. Let me see what this video is.
Hear ye, hear.
Oh. Internet comment etiquette. I love internet comment etiquette. I used to be, I actually might still be. Hold on. Internet comment etiquette Twitter. Oh, that's a shame. I used to be the banner for comment etiquette. I swear to God, guys, it used to be. It was with my dead name and stuff. But I was. He makes the banner a Twitter thing. I was one previously, so that was fun. I was nice while it lasted. Chaotic Kitten with 50 bits. So I just found a Facebook page dedicated to protesting masks and COVID in my city. Some of the protester signs were saying that masks are child abuse. The scarier part is that these protest walks have been going on for weeks every Saturday. Report the page. Definitely report the page.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Windchanter.
capitalism.
There we go. That link looks like it's going to work. Yeah, I saw the post about this on Reddit. Someone posted this on Reddit. Kathy7407 with 100 bits. Here's to celebrate me successfully summoning the Goblin King last night in hopes that he will come to me again tonight. All right. Good luck with that. Maybe you took it down because of the dead name? Oh, I don't think he knows anything about me. He just knew me as someone who tweeted it. Basically, I bought a shirt that he had. He had shirts in his merch store. I don't know if he still does, that say Shazam, and it was from his episode about the Mandela effect. About, you know, people think there's this genie movie starring Sinbad called Shazam, and they're thinking of Kazam. But anyway, he made a Shazam shirt. And I wore that. And then I tweeted at him, why did I buy a shirt of a fake genie movie on it from you? And that was this Twitter banner for a while.
Mom, wait a minute. Shh. You're going to tell me my kids can't come in here because...
Oh, the Goblin King. I just got it. It was a Labyrinth reference. I'm dumb. Sorry.
Love it.
Yeah, we saw this one. It's at Menards.
Which is
Save
also
big money at Menards. Don't go to Menards. Menards is terrible. They treat their employees really, really badly. Don't shop at Menards.
Never thought this would happen to me.
Well,
Some random lady.
And you're not acting professional.
Some random lady just came and asked for my identification.
You are tampering with the law.
And my credentials while I'm at work.
I don't know that you... Show me your credentials.
You're making a fool of yourself, man.
No, I am protecting the DMV.
You're making a complete fool of
No,
yourself
I'm
right now.
protecting the DMV. You know what? I'm married to a cop.
So? What is that supposed to mean?
It means that you're not complying with being...
You're making a fool.
Do you think if you're married to a cop, you all of a sudden have cop authority? That's not how it works.
Acting like an employee.
You're making a fool of yourself,
No,
ma'am.
you are.
Ma'am, carry on. Look at this right here. Look at this woman. I don't even want to say what I really want to say, man. Dun, 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 dun.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Wind Chanter with 20 bits. My cousin is a pool boy. I'm here to check your pH levels. I'm hearing generic porn music after the pool boy thing.
You got an ugly fucking lip. Your lip fucking ugly. Your lip spoiled.
We've seen this one too. We've seen so many of these Karen clips at this point.
Black like your big stinky.
Don't have that attitude. Don't have that attitude. I've been here for 20 years. I'm just asking.
No, you're not asking me.
I did.
You are telling me things.
You
and
did.
I'm
You
trying
need to
answer
order
you
more.
in the same tone.
You need to order more. That's what, as a
Yeah,
customer,
tomorrow
I'm
is come
saying.
the load.
As a
Tomorrow is come the
customer,
load.
I'm
We have more
saying
people
you need
coming
to
to our
order
people.
more.
Thursday morning you have more because it's loading. We're getting 2 times a week load. In these days we have, but this comes and go.
I understand. But what I'm saying is, as this is such a busy location, I don't understand why you guys don't order more.
You know, if you come here, we don't have you go cross the street. You don't have. If you go to other people, don't have. What you have to do? We are ordering. It's coming and goes.
No, I'm asking, why don't you order more?
They are ordering more. That doesn't mean they're here immediately.
Oh my God.
Oh no! They're fighting over toilet paper.
Hey, fucking. Don't treat her like that. Are you okay? I'm very toilet paper than I need. Shit. Please.
Oh god. Yeah, no shit, dummy. How do you think that was gonna work?
Ah, damn it! Not the kind I wanted!
I think it's disgusting that you're working at this time on a Sunday. Have you got nothing better to do?
It's their job. It's clearly their job.
We are permitted to start work from 8 AM on a weekend. We've got to crack on or we're going to get it in the neck from the boss.
Yeah, fair enough we started a bit early, but, you know, I don't see what the problem is.
My son is a lawyer, and this is breaking noise pollution laws. And I'll have you know, there's a family across the road with a newborn, and all this racket is bound to give them a load of stress.
Well, if we're causing them stress, they can tell me. If we're causing you stress, I don't mind starting a bit later. We can ask the client if he's happy with it. That's fine.
Is your client the woman who lives here?
Yeah.
Right, I'll speak to her then.
What the fuck?
It's not necessary to bang that hard, is it?
Look, I'll bang on this door as hard as I want. Don't you tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do.
Mate, she's proper crackers here.
What is going on here?
Mate, just ignore her, just crack on with the job.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
what did you say?
Just tell my colleague to crack on with the job.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's real either. They are kind of acting
You
strangely.
make any more noise, and I'm calling the police.
Okay, that's fine. We've got a license, so we'll work with it. We'll tell them that we're allowed to.
Did you give these men permission to start work here at this time on a Sunday morning? You're absolutely disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. Working at this time of the morning on a Sunday?
She's off her note.
Jesus Christ.
Fine. Look, we'll just crack on. Just
Yeah,
ignore her, mate.
yeah.
Just ignore her.
Yeah.
Mate, she's doing one with the ladders. Mate,
What?
she's doing one with the ladders. She's off, look.
Oh my God, what?
She's off, look.
What?
She's done one. I don't, mate, I'm not jumping down there.
Like the ladder thing, it just seems like a bit. I don't know.
It's well far. I don't know how we're going to get down. Mate, she's just...
That is ridiculous.
She's just off, look.
What is going on?
What are we going to do?
I can't even do it.
Shout the client. Why have you took our ladders?
I'll give you the ladders back if you stop working.
What?
It's not how it's going to work. You just give us the ladders back, or we'll just call the police.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capital.
Wagroads 13, thanks for subscribing with a 7-month streak.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Just give us the ladders back. We're stuck on the roof.
Look, I've told you, I'll give you the ladders back if you stop working.
All right, fine. We'll
Fine.
just call the police.
Yeah, we'll just call the police. It's fine.
I'll be at home. Just let me know when they're here.
All right then.
Have fun.
Seems fake. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I'm less good at determining that kind of thing when it's somewhere that's not America. Let's say, like sometimes different. You know, like the UK might just have different personality types in terms of like how they interact with one another. So I don't know. Thank you to Texas Tart Dude 99. Thank you for following. So let's see. I think I'm about done. Let me see if there's anyone I can raid. Do 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 do. The surfs are probably ending or something because we always end near the same time. What's Dark Matter doing? He's done? Okay.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Antipodian
capitalism.
squid? Yeah, we can do squid.
Thank you, Xandris. Given the
Go
heat
until
wave we're
Squid
about
streams.
to get,
Well, she's on now, so
I could probably
we'll raid
use
Squid.
it.
So thank you everyone for coming to the stream. It was fun. I should be back tomorrow evening for
Alrighty.
something.
So,
I don't know what.
we have Ozpol today. We're doing.
So yeah, I should be back tomorrow. I know people will probably be busy doing some Thanksgiving stuff, but if you got nothing else going on, maybe come hang out tomorrow. Don't know what we'll do. Maybe Public Domania. Maybe we'll do... Who knows? We'll come up with something. Maybe we'll do a chatter's choice and chat can decide what we watch. I don't know. Oh, did I say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They. I'm sorry. I really do apologize. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening.